Right, cards.
Come up there.
So you're going to read these this evening?
If anyone wants a reading, I shall attempt to.
Interesting.
It's been usual. Yeah, as I've been told, I should do more readings.
You should do.
Which I know this.
Oh, there you go. You're live.
Well, live. Just like the audio's okay, it should be.
Camera around, it should be up here somewhere. It's gone.
Oh, it's there.
Ah, let me go over there.
That's it.
There you go.
Right, we are off. We are rocking and rolling.
I've got to upload some videos to yours. Is it the Southend Paranormal?
Yeah. Yes, I found all those videos just looking at on the.
Yeah, the table.
Yeah. You've got some great little bits to put up as shorts.
Yeah, I'll do some shorts. You know, some long johns, whatever.
Long johns. Or in this weather.
Speedos.
You ain't going to post a picture of you in Speedos?
No budgie smugglers on this channel.
No.
Wouldn't get much in them, mate.
We don't do budgie smugglers
on.
No,
personal info. I have a pair of budgie smugglers in my drawer that must be.
Good evening, good old Glasgow town.
Glasgow town.
I got it right that time. I remember.
Yes. As you can see, it's just me and Rudy tonight. Unfortunately, Gloria's not well. Gloria, if when you are watching, we are wishing you a speedy recovery.
And keep off the pair channels.
She's not here to defend herself.
That's right. My one and only joke I can get away with.
Right, yeah, you're right. We'll get it back in like spades. So yeah, it's just me and Rudy tonight. But yeah, feel free to ask anything. If anyone does want any readings, I shall attempt to do some from my Yggdrasil Norse pack. The pack that chose me. I never thought I'd be doing readings, but there we are.
Well, this might be your heritage, from your heritage.
This is from my heritage. That's why they picked me. I've probably said more than one times, but when I bought these, I was actually looking for a wall covering of a Yggdrasil, which is the Norse tree of life. It connects the 9 realms. Earth being Midgard, and the home of the gods is Asgard. You know, if you watch the Marvel films. But it is also true Norse mythology. But yeah, that's what I was actually sort of looking for, a big wall covering, and they popped up, and I'm like, I've got to have them. And yeah, a couple of years ago I bought them. Most of the readings I've done have been pretty good with them. I've been pretty spot on. So yeah, if anyone does want a reading, I shall attempt to do some from this tonight. So hope everyone's all okay. As I said, no Gloria tonight. She's not well. We've got Paul manning the tech there.
So they have to contend with us.
Yeah, so just got part with Rudy and myself talking our own boys rubbish, I suppose.
Yeah, as usual, you know.
Simon Moss says hi.
Hi.
Hello, Simon. Yeah, as I say, asking me any questions you've got for away.
We're all ears.
Yeah, we're all ears. Yeah.
And good old Glasgow town starts off with a very interesting question.
What's that?
What is the best place for paranormal activity that you have investigated?
God, blimey.
Do you want to do it individually or together?
Well, mine would be Eastbury Manor, which was built in 1570. I got that date right because the guy who's, you know, who was leading us round, he confirmed everything that I was saying.
Yeah.
Didn't research anything because it was at short notice. Because my friend just wanted to do that. He was running his paranormal group called Haunted Earth. It's been going a few years, and we've done a few sites, you know, and we've had a few sort of, you know, anomalies, and that was Eastbury Manor. The Guy Fawkes plan was conceived there because you got, you know.
I actually remember, yeah.
There's a few other things because you're sifting through different layers of time there, you know, and yeah, and that was it. That was one of the sort of bits that was all confirmed and was all apparently the tour guide said was correct. I was on the button, so that was a favourite in the cat to say, you know, I was on the right track there.
How about you, Adam?
For active sites, the Guild Hall. Remember that
I
one?
know.
That was really good.
Yeah,
The video I watched, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it must have been about a dozen devices set. We had in the council chamber, and I would just ping, the videos on my channel. To go and watch, I was pinging off. But what done it for me with that particular one was the daughter of the witch.
Oh yes, I remember. Yeah.
As I say, you when we were standing there, me and Kathy picked up the same thing about the chip and and she said about the woman and the girl. And, and my legs went cold, and it was. I said that girl's with me, which is quite unusual for myself because children don't really come over to me too much, particularly young girls. But this, she did. And when I went back and done the video edit, you can see shortly before I said that, this orb just came straight to me.
Yeah.
So that confirmed what I picked up. Otherwise, I mean, what's the one? What's the one in one? Is it one for the Dagenham? Valent's house. That was good upstairs. Got some good stuff there. Actually, over here at the garrison. As soon as I get 5 minutes, I've got to email someone about getting into the drill shed.
Yes.
I've got to chase that up. I've got a bit waylaid with other things. I've got to renew my Midas certificate, which is minibus driving. Unfortunately, I've got to do it in my own time because that's just changed since the last time we done it. But that's I've got little bits like that to tidy up.
Good.
But I hit the garrison on the off chance when I very first started. It was like my second video, and it was just me and Kira, and all I had at the time was an EMF meter and my phone with the Necrophonic app, and that was all I had. My camera was like a GoPro with a couple of cheap lights on it. That was all I went out with. But I'll tell you something, you know, for such a little bits of equipment, we got responses. And I actually ended up going back to the garrison a further, I think 4 times, including the last time we went.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and you caught that photo.
We've got
I
two
mean,
friends.
All above your head.
Yeah.
You've got your two friends that actually joined your channel that night.
Yeah, and we got that army guy on the horse saying, when we see this, there must have been an explosion in that section where the ammo was kept.
Yeah.
Remember? There's
Yeah.
fire.
Yeah, I mean, I've picked up,
And it was
prior to
there,
us being there, I've picked up a couple of things to do with the explosion.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure there's 1 or 2 explosions, but there's been a fire and all that. But I picked up a couple of things prior to us going, me and Rudy going there. But yeah, if you go on my Instagram page, you can see the picture that Rudy took, and there's this
Of
big
the
white
orb,
orb
yeah.
above my head.
Head.
So yeah, that site's been good. Tell you another one. We've got to go and do the St Peter's on the Wall.
Yeah, I've been dying to do that one.
I think maybe when you come back actually.
Because you get the Roman soldier as well that's supposed to be walking up and down patrolling at St Peter's, isn't there?
Yeah, maybe we'll do that before it comes back.
Last time I did that was with again Haunted Earth, and we saw this like ectoplasm mist up in the rafters, up in the ceiling there.
Yeah.
And that was quite significant as well. So yeah, activity.
I picked up a load of EVPs in that place and orbs.
Yeah, very.
I was getting the ball set off. I think someone was playing around with me in my REM pod. So yeah, that was another good one. And I mean, we've done so many different sites.
Well, Canooden, we need to do that as well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you need to do the rescue at Wakering Stairs of that girl.
Yeah.
That's the other thing we haven't done, or we haven't been back. I don't know if you still want to do that.
Yeah,
but that's something
I mentioned to get back there.
that obviously needs to be sorted at some stage.
Well, I've got a few questions, change subject slightly. On one of your favourite subjects, Simon Moss said, when are you doing Workhouse Lane again?
We've been. We've been.
Done it to death. Excuse the pun.
All I can say is that we went back last month when it turned really cold yet again.
Oh, that's freezing. Now,
That was the
Oh.
third time, but that is the
Oh.
final time, and you'll see why when we do edit the video. Paul's got some extra footage that I need to incorporate with what I've
Yeah.
recorded. So once I've got that and start, as I probably said in the last few vlogs, the channel's undergoing a little bit of a transition with a name change, logo change, and that sort of thing. So I aim to kick off the newish look with what we got over there. And Gloria was, I mean, the stuff you got as well was great. But
If I give you the memory card, obviously what happens next week, if I give you the memory card, just bring it back when you're finished.
Yeah,
Take what you want
okay.
of it.
Yeah.
There's some of the other clips on there as well from the other
I've still got your
Windows one.
yeah.
And also Simon Moss said, do you come up to the northwest area?
I've been wanting to go up to. Do you know what? I was supposed to go up to Warrington last year, because there's a pub up there that had a load of problems in it, but I was supposed to go with the guys from Liquid Bullet Productions, because they was going to interview several fighters, and they were trying to get it all onto one day, so you only had to do the one trip. And I was going to stay in that pub overnight and see what stuff. But so I spoke to the guy who took it over with his other half, and from what I.
Funny you should say that, because good old Glasgow Town said, have you ever investigated Guy's Cliff House in Warwick?
No. I mean, the North.
Funny you mentioned Warwick, because I just see a comment. And also we've got a first timer here called Julie Cross. He says, hi, first time here.
Hi,
Hello, Julie. How you doing?
Good to see
Okay.
you.
Any questions? So I will try and do some readings tonight. Unfortunately, say Gloria's not here, so I'll try and man the fault, as it were. But so far, the only stuff I've done, only northern stuff I've done, was Scarborough and Whitby, and that was quite interesting. I think it was Scarborough, because I went to the grave of Anne Bronte. I did the church first, and then you got the cemetery there is like in two bits.
For me, I was just turning around to look at the comments. I thought you said Andrew Tate.
Andrew Tate? No, he's still with us.
What name did you say?
Anne Bronte.
Oh, Anne Bronte. That's
Yeah.
what I mean. I don't know. I thought you said Andrew Tate.
Yeah, she's one of the Bronte sisters.
Yes,
Wuthering
yes.
Heights and what was the other book they'd done?
Heathcliff.
Yeah, Heathcliff. Anna Bronte. She was the lead. She was the lesser known of the three, but she'd done a book, The Visitor of Something Hall.
Bronte sisters. Haworth.
Yeah,
Haworth?
but
Yeah, Haworth.
the one interesting thing that came up when I was sitting with her grave, Anna had died of consumption. It was tuberculosis?
Yes,
That's what they call consumption.
yes.
That's what they called it back then.
Yes, I was just thinking for a minute when the consumption. I thought that sounds familiar. Yeah, I know what you mean.
And I had a word come through several times on, I think I was on a ghost tube, and it was saying hunger or something. It was a word associated with consumption. So that was quite interesting. And also Scarborough Castle itself. Scarborough Castle's heritage site, so it's only open like during the day. So I had a little walk around the grounds to see if I could pick anything up. And the one interesting thing I did get was there's a story of a ghost of a woman who falls off the wall or something. Or there was something along those lines. So I'd done it was only very limited because obviously I'm walking around, so I was only able to carry my EMF meter, a cat ball, and I think I was running necrophonic, and I got to one point on the wall and sort of plonked my butt down because it was sort of a bit secluded, and I think the first thing that come through necrophonic was he pushed me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, and that was what was linked with that wall. This woman got pushed off of it.
Julie Cross has put, I think the father outlived them all, the Bronte sisters.
Yeah, he did. Yeah, they all died young. Which it's a kind of shame. When you see what all the books that they've written. But I want to try and get back up to. What I want to do is I want to go back up to that area, the Yorkshire Moors area, at least one more time because I want to visit Bempton.
Is there a prison there? Sorry, not prison, a mental hospital.
I think so.
Asylum.
Asylum, that's the word.
Asylum.
Oh yeah.
Sorry. Oh yeah, something I wanted to ask you as well. Have you ever done Santon Church? I went there with Who Goes There, another ghost hunting group near Lakenheath, I think.
Okay.
And I got overshadowed yet again by some old lady. And
Right.
she turned around and says, "What you doing here?"
There you go.
What you doing? Exactly. That kind
You
of.
I love your accent.
What you doing here? You know, I thought, what?
The things next to you, mate.
Yeah.
You know, and he's looked at me and thought, "What the hell's going on here?" And I said, "Sorry, mate. This
So he was Irish then, was he?
No, it's a woman,
Oh, she
an
was
old
Irish.
lady, and what you doing?" It's like Puritan kind of dress and costume. She was just sitting there, you know, and I was like overshadowed with this woman. Sometimes
she went at the time of Oliver Cromwell. Was she from that time?
It's
I mean,
quite.
we're
a while,
talking 18th century, early 18th century.
quite a while ago in Santon Church,
Yeah.
because there was some kind of issue there, a murder or something.
Well, here's a question for you both of you. From good old Glasgow town. Have any spirits ever latched onto you and followed you home?
Yeah, happened to me when I was walking to see my girlfriend one evening, and I was walking along the road. It was dark, and I heard footsteps, and I looked round, no one there, and all of a sudden, he's right beside me. This guy, right beside me, panicking, and he said, "Oh, can you help me?" And I'm thinking, "Well, not really, mate." He said, "Because you're dead."
Yeah.
You know, my subtle way. And he goes, "Oh my God." Yeah, what had happened was, someone gave him an overdose of drugs, heroin, whatever it was. And he just, you know, I mean, didn't know, obviously, he had some idea that he'd passed on.
Yeah.
And he latched on to me. And he said, "Do you mind if I walk with you?" And I'm thinking, "Okay, yeah, whatever, yeah, okay."
Couldn't you just turn and say, "Well, if you wait over there for number 9 bus, that'll take you down that way."
No, but I've just turned up my girlfriend's, and I'm just trying to explain to her that I had someone with me, and she looked at me as if to say, "How many you had?" It's just, you know, she knew what I was like, and I said, and then he moved on, you know. So yeah.
But you, Adam?
I think I've had the one occasion at Hornchurch Park, because it used to be an RAF station, and it was also using World War One as well as what was the Royal Flying
Another
Corps.
place.
Yeah, it's great. It's a great place. It's again somewhere else we can go back to.
You sure it was a spirit? 'Cause
Yeah.
you know what Hornchurch is like. I mean, that's probably someone just following you for a fiver if you've got any cigarettes or something, you know.
Yeah. It was a good job. There was quite a few of us there.
Yeah.
Because you can tell those pillboxes have been used for other things. But
Yes, you can, yeah.
Spud guns and that.
yeah.
Julie does say, Julie Cross, I believe she's from up north, because she said if you come up this end, try Smith Hill's Hall in Bolton.
Yeah, it can do. Well, the one bit of good, I mean, one piece of good news is my old blue Saab is back with me now, my estate, so that will mean I can. Well, I've got to swap my stuff back over from the silver one that I bought. But once that's back on the road, hopefully I can do some trips. So I mean, that's got more than enough room in it to stow gear, and I've even camped out in it. So yeah, once that's sorted, I mean, as good as me red Saab is, it's obviously limited for what it can carry.
Just reminded me something, right? Completely off topic, sorry. You know that guy I watch on Tasty Classics? He's actually got a silver 9.3 Saab. And it's hilarious. I'll send you the link to it. You're going to love it, because he literally, the things he says is just like, and he said he goes into detail on stuff because obviously he's an ex-mechanic.
Yeah.
But I'll send you the link. You just watch it.
Yeah, I'll be sitting there watching it. Yeah, no, yeah, I know that.
Yeah, literally, he's like this. He went, "Ooh, a bit of carpet. That comes in handy." And he drops it, and it just falls apart. It's just like, it's been sat in the rain for like 10 years.
Getting back to the supernatural again, it's really a shame that we didn't do I'd done them, but the Nissen huts at Rivenall weren't still there. because the activity there, the American, you know, airmen in the Nissan huts, that would be.
Yeah.
We got a lot of stuff at them.
Was that all built? Is that all built on now? Or is it?
It's
It's
gone.
still open.
It's been.
Hello, Bianca.
flattened.
Hi, Bianca.
Hi, Bianca. It's all
Where was
gone.
that? Where were the Nissan huts?
That was at Whittam.
Whittam,
well,
yes.
Rivenal,
Mm.
you know,
Rivenal, yeah.
around Whittam Way. And they're gone now, been flattened. But that was very good.
When I was driving through Rourke the other day, we went out, so just, and driving back through there, and I noticed a lot of, it just felt like quite a bit of energy going through Rourke. So I was going to do some like little bit of like history on the place, but it felt like there were some good places around there.
So I actually done my apprenticeship at the garage in Rourke.
Well, past that, yeah.
Yeah, Rourke Garage. Yeah, it's still there. Yeah, I've done my apprenticeship at that place.
Did you ever do severals?
Several. No.
Yeah, mental hospital.
No, it's something we've got to try and get into.
Oh,
I noticed,
There's loads up north, right?
dear,
Obviously,
dear.
other channels do it as well, but there's loads up north. But I would have loved to have got into Claybury. I don't know if you know where Claybury is. It's like North Chingford,
No.
Chigwell way.
No.
But obviously, after it's been converted to flats, the rest have been knocked down. But that was massive. I remember as a kid, I shouldn't say this out loud, but playing run-outs in it when it shut down. Because that was when the Care and Community Project started, and they shut it. They literally shut it down because of costing. But you know, running around in there, and there was some weird stuff in it. And if only if it was around now, it'd be a brilliant thing to do.
yeah. So get me Blue Estate back now, and I should be able to do go further afield, I'd say. But there's still plenty of stuff in Essex, and there's places.
Oh, there's loads, isn't there?
Yeah.
I mean, there's loads we haven't even heard of or done here.
Now I've got my rev sorted out, and the brakes all fixed on it, and it's working.
Well, at least you
brilliant.
can stop.
Yeah.
That's
But now
that's
the
real
back end ain't spinning
brilliant
that.
part.
Now it's working better. Now the 4x4's been checked and all that. We can go somewhere a little bit more off road if we have to. So we can use mine.
Yeah.
I can go Beverton.
Yeah.
What's a thought?
Yeah. Like I say, there's plenty of areas around here because there's a lot of ley lines around here. Loads
In
of
Essex, there's
energy.
loads.
Yeah.
You know, really. So this is the focal point, really, in Essex.
There was something I was reading up the other day. Apparently, and I've got to check into this, that Kelvin Hatch is actually built on a cross ley line.
That's
Right in
is that the nuclear?
it's actually
Okay.
built on a cross ley line.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
What intersects? Does it?
Literally where it crosses, they actually put it
Interesting.
right there. I wonder why they did that.
That's very interesting. Yeah.
But I want to get my ley line maps out to have a look to see
To
where.
do
it
with
is.
a recharge.
Yeah, as I say, there's still some early sites that we can go back to. I can go back to, but obviously you guys haven't been there yet. And it'd be great with your abilities, and Gloria's and Paul's, just to see what extra.
Well, you could call them abilities, you could call them disabilities. It depends which way you look at it, really.
Bianca just said, "Did you ever go to the Shopland site, Adam?"
The Shopland site. Oh, yeah, I know the one. No, not been there yet. I mean, that's nice and local. So maybe
Which one's that?
It's up by the Equestrian Centre.
Oh. Is that the one you went to that time? Or
No,
was-
that's
or
the
was
one.
that
In,
another
that's the one in Kent. Shopland's just beyond, between here and Rochford.
Oh, right.
You know the road you take up through to
Yeah.
Purdy's and all that.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah, it brings you up to that.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll go and give it I think when we next sit down, we can go through, because I was just noticing when I was looking for the media bits in our message group that I did put up lists of sites still to visit, go back to, and also the murders I want to have a look at as well.
Yeah. Well, Bianca said that's supposed to be on the ley line. She went,
Yeah.
I will show you where it is.
Years.
Oh yeah, you're waving your glass at me, Rude. Yeah, I know what that means. You want another soft drink, yeah?
Yeah.
Another soft drink. Yeah.
I'll just get the Jim Beam out. Yeah.
So this is where our forte comes into play, drinking the spirits.
Yes. Most spirit workers actually drink spirits, actually, to be honest.
I shouldn't. You know, the thing is, when you drink alcohol, it certainly opens you up.
It does.
You know?
It lowers
And
your
this is-
inhibition.
This is what I shouldn't do.
There you go,
I
mate.
shouldn't really.
But you
do
work
this.
wonders when you've had one.
Yeah,
or two.
I know, but I'm not. I don't want to work like that.
No, it's
No,
not really.
it's not
how you
really
should
how
work,
how you should work.
But the things that have come through when you've had,
Yeah, I'm
and
not
Gloria
going-
has even done it as
I'm
well. So
not
it's
going
good.
into that. No way.
It's like
No,
it's like they're sitting outside looking through. Has he had enough yet? No, he's only had one.
Is it-
Wait
is
for
it-
me, I'm another two.
I'll jump in there and just see if he's,
That's what it feels like. It feels like they're all waiting out there looking through that little flap there and going, no, the knot's lost enough yet. Just wait a minute. Give it another half hour.
Yeah.
Because after we had a few drinks, then they all start coming through, and it's like,
Oh no, don't want to be doing that.
thank you for your birthday card and bits, guys, from Bianca.
Yeah,
I'm glad you-
most welcome.
I'm glad you had a nice birthday, Bianca.
I didn't know it was your birthday because I haven't been on our group, so
Naughty.
belated birthday, which is happy belated birthday, Bianca. No, my Telegram's been playing up, so I ain't been able to get on it. Yeah, so I keep installing it, reinstalling it. It just keeps crashing halfway through, but
Yeah.
it's something I've got to put on the computer to do it.
Yeah, we've got the saying. I mean, Paranormal Go's been finding some interesting sites, haven't they?
Yeah, paranormal. Jake. Yeah,
They've been doing a lot of asylums and all that.
Jake's
Yeah.
been doing really well. And he's a newbie, isn't he? So you know, he's doing really well together with his missus and.
I told you I spoke to him on one of his lives, didn't I? I
Yeah.
was doing one of his lives and he goes, "Oh, you're with Southend Guy Paranormal." I said, "Yeah, well, I'm a fourth of one of them."
Yeah,
sort of
cool.
thing. Yeah.
No, but the thing is, he's
I'm
getting
one
a lot
fourth.
of he's getting a lot of traction and
He
good
is, yeah.
luck. I mean, this is what we want. You know, we want.
Yeah.
this is
Right,
what we
good old Glasgow tune or town. What's the difference from a medium and an angel reader?
Well, it depends because angel readers do angel cards, obviously, don't they?
Tarot readers, yeah.
Well, they're
Tarot.
called angel cards, but yeah, it's sort of tarot, really.
Mm.
But it depends. I mean, a medium.
We should save that question for Gloria because that'd be a perfect question for Gloria, wouldn't it?
Yeah, but we talk. We connect to spirit.
Yeah.
Sometimes we get overshadowed. That means we're channels, like we channel. We call it. So someone actually talks through us, or that's what mediums do. But more on a
welcome,
psychic
Bianca.
level, you read cards. It's more of a kind of psychic level. If that's any help, I don't know. But that's why I explain it.
Mm.
Yeah.
Um,
Because you're reading, aren't you? You're going to do the cards, aren't you?
yeah.
So if you want a reading, guys, this is the man tonight.
Yeah,
He's
I'll
going to
give
do
it a
for
go.
you.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've only done one online and found out
But it's good practice.
Yeah.
So be gentle.
Yeah. I mean, obviously, I've got 3 sets now, which is sort of 2 more than I
But you only
envisaged.
need one.
I know. It's a 2 more than I envisaged, as I say, because I just saw them and it was right. That's it. And then I come across the other Viking cards, which I need to work with, and the new set as well, which I really like.
I've still got I've only got one set. I've never used
Yeah, you got that. That was one you bought at.
Yeah.
Why are you not using it?
Trenton.
Are you not ready to do that?
I haven't had a chance to really sit down yet. I've used, when I've got the urge to use them, I've used them and the reading's been right because I've done a 3 card and a 5 card. And they've literally, I've gone through the book because obviously I ain't feeling the cards yet. So, I mean, there's a part in there that does say stick them under your pillow, sleep with them and all that.
Well,
and
you've got to handle them as
Yeah.
much as you can to
Yeah.
give them your persona or your energy.
Your energy.
Like to call it.
But when I have done it, they've come spot on. But obviously,
And there's so many different spreads, spreads as well. There's
Yeah.
loads of them. Isn't there?
Celtic one, you've got the cross and the 9 card.
Celtic cross.
Yeah,
like this,
Celtic
you've got
one, that's the one. But yeah, no, I mean, I will probably get into it. At the moment, there's other things with the channel and all that I want to help with first. But
Well, you're doing a real good job there. I mean, between us, I suppose, we're doing the music, you're doing the organising the.
Yeah.
well, we've all got
How
skills
it's
to
all-
pay the bills, haven't
yeah,
we? So
yeah.
that's the
Yeah,
idea.
we'll put our pennies worth in. So
And good old Glasgow Toon said, my sister is an angel reader, but when our uncle died, he appeared at her window with our dad wanting to speak to her and said she'd seen them as clear as day.
Fantastic. That's really good. I mean, obviously she's opening up, isn't she?
Yeah.
Because once you're open, your third eye opens, you can see a lot of spirit, you know, and you know, that's really good. You know, I hope she carries on with that. If she wants to, obviously.
Yeah, it's down
That's
to
when
her
you're
at
ready,
the end
isn't
of
it? I
the day.
mean, it's when the actual, if you're a medium or you're training or practicing, and you're trying to learn and you're getting there, it will reveal itself when they think you're ready.
This is why I want you guys doing the guided meditation, because doing that you filter out all the crap that comes in every day into your head that leads you to, you know, focus on
I'm
the
up for
messages.
that. I really am.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, hopefully I can devote a bit more time. But once this
Do you-
wireless thing's done and I've done the proper forms, Bianca.
This is
Especially
a
some
very
little ones I've
very sensitive question because you've got to be careful what we say. How do you open your third eye, your pineal gland?
Oh dear, oh dear.
Well, there's one way which is called decalcifying, which if you want to go down certain routes, there's certain stuff you should avoid or filter, which does help you. I'm talking about, like, you know, tap water, you have to filter that because there's certain elements in that.
Fluoridisation.
Yes, but I didn't want to say that out loud. But obviously filtering fluoride out your water does help. Obviously a lot of, what's that stuff called?
What?
Methylene blue?
No, this is something that's like bicarb soda as well.
Yeah.
A mixture. You'll have to look it up and read up because I'm not a chemist or anything like that. But there's certain things that you can take to actually decalcify your pineal gland, and one of them is obviously positive thought. The other is obviously avoiding certain, should we say, ailments that are in our everyday life.
The most best thing is meditation.
Took it out of your mouth, yeah.
This is why I've been on at these guys to get the meditation going. I'll do the guiding. They just follow. It takes a while, you know. It takes a while to get that crap out your head.
I think the best one is. I think the main major one is the fluoride, because obviously it's a calcifier.
I mean, I drink tap water. I mean, I've been drinking it, fluoride, using toothpaste, which I shouldn't.
You shouldn't actually.
But I'm still working. I'm still doing it.
Yeah, but yours is already open, so.
Well, it takes a while to do it. I mean, it can take years. You know, you can't do it overnight. This is what you lead up to.
I mean, literally, like speaking from my own experience, I would say I was open. Like most of us are with children. I was open to things as a child, and then it closed off for whatever reason.
Because you build up the blocks, the mental blocks when you're older.
I think they call it the innocence goes, doesn't it?
Yeah, the innocence
Because
goes.
your purity is what opens it up.
And
Then when you grow up and you start learning things.
That's right. Yeah, and it
shuts
sort of
off.
blocks you out, you know. This is why the meditation frees all that up. And you let all that rubbish go. You're supposed to meditate in the middle of a busy high street. And how you do that, God knows.
Try doing that Southend, someone to pinch your wallet.
Yeah.
You know?
Someone pinch your shoes.
But, I mean, I suppose I didn't start opening it up again until I met Jelly. And she got me on the path to waking up again.
Well, you know what I think about things like that, the stepping stone effect. Everyone's there to actually get you onto a different path or move you to a path you know you're supposed to go down. So you get the stepping stones where, I know it sounds a bit weird, but the only way I'm putting it, it is a stepping stone. It's moving you into another direction. So you bump into someone and they're there for a reason. Everything, you know what I believe.
Yeah, that happened to me.
Everything happens for a reason.
That happened to me.
People come into your life for a reason. You don't know why.
Yeah, I 100%. Yeah,
you know,
that is correct.
Yeah, I mean, that's literally one of the first conversations we had when we started talking.
Yeah.
It's like, we've got this connection.
But we are going in a very interesting phase right now because the energies, we're getting a lot of solar activity.
Oh, yeah.
It's waking people up. I don't know if you guys have noticed that, but the world is waking up from all this rubbish, that's being put out. People realise this now.
Yep, totally.
And this is a spiritual awakening, and it's changing us as human beings. We're going a step upwards.
Yeah.
So I want you guys to focus on that. All the light. Just think of the light coming in. It will help.
There's one thing that someone asked me recently, and hopefully they're watching as well. that suddenly a thought popped into their head and they couldn't disregard it because it kept hitting them. It's like an itch.
Well, if it keeps hitting you, then it's meant to be there.
Yeah.
Mm.
And that's what I said to him.
Spirit
That's what I said
saying,
to him.
oi,
It's
tapping you
trying
on
to
the
tell
shoulder.
you something.
Oi,
Your mind's
listen.
going, oh, hello, anyone in there?
Listen.
See, I mean, you know, even messages through what all these places like the radio, you know, I was getting certain songs just coming on all the time.
Yes, synchronicities on the songs.
Yeah, John Farnham, You're the Voice, which, given what we're all involved with, was a heavy thing because, like, you know, I turn on the radio and it would come on.
And also that Lean on Me song as well.
Yeah, Redbox, Lean on Me.
Redbox,
Yeah,
it comes on a lot on the 80s radio.
Mm.
Absolute 80s that I listen to. That
but
comes on.
I learned that, and I do sing it. You know, when I do my karaoke.
Brilliant song.
Yeah, and what was the other day? The Who, Won't Be Fooled Again.
Oh,
Yes.
I picked a passenger up from one of our service users from the job I do from Southend Hospital, and I was driving home. Well, I wasn't driving home. I was driving them back to Benfleet. I had the Who, Won't Get Fooled Again in my head, and then a moment later it came on the radio.
Synchronicity.
I'll tell you one that's been played a lot, right? And I'm
I've seen that as well, funny enough.
on the radio, but on my MP3 list, I had it on there. Now, on my stereo in my car, I've got probably about 2,000 songs, and it don't ever come up. But when I take the kids from school and all that, it keeps coming up. It's called Silent Running, Mike and the Mechanics on Dangerous. It's by Mike and the Mechanics. It's called Silent Running on Dangerous Ground. You listen to the lyrics of it. It's exactly what it was written in the 80s.
Yeah.
And it was a B-side to their famous one. And literally, you listen to it now, and it's like it was written like in the past year.
Yeah.
It's a brilliant song. Questions. Good old Glasgow Town said his sister has been doing it for years, working with crystals. A friend is a good medium called Diane Efferton.
Okay.
Then you got Julie Cross said, it took ages for me to find a job, talking about what we're talking about, synchronicities.
Yes.
I took ages to find the job I wanted with no luck. Then out of the blue, 2 weeks ago, I got a call from a company offering me the job I wanted.
See?
Synchronicities, Julie.
And it's the energies have changed. It's more positive now.
Yep.
So we're moving forward.
And you're manifesting that.
Yep. The positive. You got to think positive now, and not to come out of that negative kind of period that we've been stuck in for all these years.
Yeah. I mean, it's something. I'm not going to go into detail, but putting it out, asking the universe, throwing it out to the universe, saying, look, where are you going to take me with this?
Yeah.
Affirmation.
And it did come true, but for a third party, which I cannot discuss.
No, no, you wouldn't.
I think you can probably guess what that was about, but
No, sorry, mate, don't know.
but it's something I can't discuss on here. But
as long as it wasn't about dodgy cross-frame members on an N95 and Saab 95.
No, it wasn't that.
Yeah.
No, don't. Yeah, but it was something I threw out and it came back because I was in a situation I didn't know which way to go, and it kind of presented itself.
And you got your answer, didn't you?
I did get my answer.
You don't necessarily have to like it, but
The good thing
I
that
did like it. It was just the third party after that.
So what would you two say if you? I mean, I've started doing this quite a lot recently. And I've had some really good and interesting results. Putting questions out, not stupid questions like lottery numbers and stuff like that, but putting questions out to the universe, just in my mind, and then releasing it, and then maybe a day or two later, some synchronicity will happen about that question, which is quite.
Well, don't forget the karmic rule. You know, because
You are what you put out there.
Yeah, exactly.
But they've not been negative. They've all been positive, and
That's good.
they've been
That's good.
point blank questions. I would say, from a very inquisitive mind, and the answers I've got back have been quite astonishing.
So, has that answered your question?
Yes, very much so. One was a little bit funny, and I was kind of like giggling to myself, thinking, well, at least the universe has got a bit of a sense of humour,
Spirit
because it was
have
quite
a-
funny. I
have a
can't
great-
say because obviously it's.
Spirit have a great sense of humour.
They do.
Yes.
We noticed that last week with the fart machine.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so I did mention briefly on the last vlog last week Well,
Oh.
we had a little, yeah. I forgot mine actually.
Gloria still thinks I was pushing the button.
No, yeah. That was.
You
I
didn't
was
push
there.
the
It was
button.
nowhere
It was
near
over there.
Yeah.
And then the
It
button
went
was
off.
put up on the shelf up
That's
there.
it, it went off.
And every time
It
she kept
still
saying
went off.
something, it was like a spirit was
But
saying to
really?
you talking bollocks.
Really, I think it was in.
Well, I was secretly manifesting it.
But every
Come
time Gloria
Oh.
said something that I have to admit,
Yeah.
every time Gloria says something that was of a negative manner, not in a negative way, but every time she said something, well, I don't do that, and it was like, huh? Right.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah, you know.
Confirmed it. Yeah.
But yeah, no, that was that was an
That's
just.
funny.
It was funny, but yeah, spirits do have a sense of humour.
They
'cause,
do.
Yeah.
Come on.
I mean, I think again something I've said before, but I think my Viking guys must have been laughing at me that day I ran out of petrol in the Happy Rain.
Yeah.
I was so eager to get my boat out now that I fixed it. In my eagerness to get out,
Forgot the petrol.
I forgot to put petrol.
See?
She had them talking halfway out. Like, oh, well, road back.
Yeah. It's like, well, because I thought at the time, when the tide was out, you could take your boat out, and it was. I just popped down to the 2 Tree one day, and I see a couple of guys I got to know who were giving me some advice and that.
Obviously, I
on
wasn't
boating.
parked in a car in a slipway then, was they?
No, they wasn't.
No,
No, they know better, fortunately. That would. Oh, yeah, I'll get.
I
on
read
that in a
your
moment.
comment and I was
That-
like, oh, he's not happy.
I was fuming. I really was, but admittedly, it was a bit of a strong wind day anyway. So,
Yeah.
but I was going to
But
chance me on.
you didn't want your boat to be a kite, really, did you?
No, no.
Well, it was for a few seconds.
It was a partial kite for a moment.
You had to check the capsize mechanism on it. So.
But
Oh dear.
yeah, I didn't think you could go out and the tide was low, and I popped down the 2 Tree one day, and one Sunday I was in the convertible, just as you do, and over there, and was chatting there, and they said, yeah, even though the tide's out, there's a channel that was sort of dug out, which is deep enough to get a smallish boat on. And with that, I was so eager to get out the next day
So
to
annoying.
try my
Really does
new
work, innit?
to try my newly repaired outboard. I've gone out, it's starting.
You're
Yeah,
not meant
great.
to do it. You're
No.
not meant to do it.
It's starting. I was happy days. It's running.
You
And I put the throttle. I turned the throttle up. Put it in gear. Turned the throttle up. And I was going around the channel. This is wonderful. There's a few paddle boulders out.
Oh yeah.
And I've got just round the sort of eastern bit of Canby, I suppose, or between the one bank and Canby. It's like blah 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 blah. And I went,
Was it like a Top Gear moment where you got James May in his little boat and his sail snaps? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was that
That
kind of moment. And I thought, oh, don't tell me, mate. And then the thoughts occurred. That thought just went straight into my head. You did put petrol in it, didn't you?
Oh.
And so I've opened the top up. Not.
That was your guide saying to
No.
you, just tapping you on the shoulder, going,
Yeah.
you put petrol in it, didn't you? And you're like, no, I didn't. And then like sitting there going, come
Oh,
on, road boy.
that wasn't it. I mean, I rode back to. I rode the boat back to the slipway, and I got it partially up the slipway.
I bet your arms are really strong.
Mate, they're like, Popeye ain't got a finger. I don't eat spinach. So I partially parked the boat.
That's a Star Wars theory, don't I?
Okay. I've partially parked the boat on the slipway because obviously the tide's out. It's quite a walk back to where the car's parked. So on my way up, I'm seeing this guy. He's gone out fishing. He's got his kayak. We had a really good conversation actually. But he turned his kayak. He put some extra bits. It was like a trimaran for extra, but for extra sort of
buoyancy.
buoyancy, stability, like.
That's
Of
the
course,
Buoyancy.
of course, but we're chatting
It's
away.
not submarine, is it?
I think I've got my trailer, my little boat trailer thing. It's a fold away thing. It's really good. Of course, I'm chatting away to him. Then I just happened to glance down the slipway, and in the time that I've been talking to him, the tide had started coming in.
Ah, yeah, you've got to watch that.
And I'm like, shit, my boat's floating away.
How did you get it?
Well, I went running down the slipway with this trailer,
Was that the slip
Oh.
moment?
and I literally slipped on the slipway.
Yeah, well, that's why they call it slipway.
I went arse over nut.
There's a hint in the name.
Yeah, that's why they call it the slipway.
Oh, yeah.
I went arse over nut straight into the water. I've then gone to wade out, but the boat's drifted too far away by this time. Fortunately, there was a couple of paddle boarders there who managed to get
it for you.
Yeah, managed to get it back for me.
Good.
But it was so embarrassing. All I had in my head was my Viking guys looking at me and laughing their heads off. We crossed the North Sea in a bit of wood, and you can't even manage that.
You can't imagine a proper dinghy, yeah, that's inflatable.
So you can't do any raiding, can you?
No, but I'm working up to it. I'm going to make can be. Not as worth it, but I mean the last time I tried, I got £4.50.
Yeah.
I tried again Saturday. It's been a bit windy, so I thought I'd chance my arm a bit. But the problem I had Saturday was that this oldish couple had parked. Oh, okay. Had parked on the slipway. Some people do that because it's nice and picture, scenic, and some others, taking pictures of their cars and all that palaver.
They always end up on that slipway though, don't they? When they take, I was down there. I was going to fly my drone, and I was there, and these guys said, young guys, taking photos of their car, like on the slipway, and I thought, oh, okay, fine.
Yeah.
I've got a message from good old Glasgow town, but I'll let you finish first because it's a completely different subject.
Okay.
So I'm just acknowledging I've seen your comment.
Yeah. So what happened? I've also got like a little dolly thing which you put it under the boat and you can just pull it along. It's like just a couple of little wheels, so it makes it a lot easier, especially if you're on your own, to move your boat around. Well, I've sort of pulled my boat over, and I was about 20 feet behind this car. They've obviously seen me because you keep seeing the reverse lights come on and then go off again. It's like, they were just sitting there dithering, and I thought, I can't be bothered to wait to see what wait for you to decide what you're going to do. So I've pulled my boat around the car, but then I've got to turn the boat around because you're going stern first. Because that's where your outboard is. All your weight's on the back of it. And as I'm trying to manoeuvre round, a bit of wind just caught the boat, and it literally, it 180'd. So it's now, the outboard's sticking out like that, and of course, what I think is
only glass fibre on those tops, aren't they?
Yeah, and obviously because now the petrol's upside down, it's now
Flooded
coming out. Yeah, because I'm swearing and cursing. I think the couple in the car have had an oh shit moment and buggered off.
Right, we shouldn't be parked here. It's
No.
a bloody slipway.
Yeah,
Now.
there's a big sign that says "Do not park on the slipway."
Yeah, but doggers don't take that. So.
I think, oh god, the thought of them dogging.
Yeah.
No, yeah.
But it's Two Tree Island. Come on.
Yeah.
X-rated.
So anyway, I've pushed the boat in the water. It started, but it conked out and start again. So I'm really, really annoyed because of what's happened. And
you should go down at 2 o'clock in the morning as well.
No, this is more like 2 o'clock in the afternoon.
Oh, okay, all right. They must have got the time wrong.
I mean, the last time I was there, he was getting irate, and he was like cursing and swearing. He's getting further and further out because he couldn't start the bloody motor.
You really should have filmed that because
was you actually on the boat with him?
No, he was on the shore.
I was sitting there
He ain't stupid.
I was like,
I would have got your camera and zoomed in.
I was like, he was going, oh,
that would have been a good blooper for the channel, because what you could have done, you could have had the Benny Hill theme tune to that.
I did take pictures.
I'm
Anyway.
going to go down. I'm going to go back down this weekend because the weather's going to hold off. So, but primarily it's to get my older one out because, annoyingly, when I got home, I was standing in about a foot of freezing cold water trying to get his outboard to start, and it weren't doing it. And I just gave, just cut my losses and took it back up the slipway and packed it in the car again.
Well, let's hope it'll work this time.
It'll work.
I mean, once I got home and I dropped the outboard back in my bin of water, and it fired up and ran fine. So I think it was just
crack the thing. I've got plenty of black duct tape.
tape.
I've got gorilla tape and all that. You can put.
Oh yeah, no, it's not. Nothing's cracked on it, thankfully. The only thing that's cracked about it is his bloody owner.
Anyway, getting back to
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I was about
anyway,
to say, right.
yeah.
Good old Glasgow town. He put on there talking about first experiences. He said, my first spirit experience was when I was 10 years old. A month after my dad died, I was in my bedroom. I felt breathing and I heard it clear as day on the back of my neck, and I turned white and froze.
Well, I know it can be a bit of an experience and a shock, especially when it's one of your family, you know. But the thing
emotional.
is, yeah, it can be very emotional. But the thing is, never be scared, because it's the only thing you got to be scared of, right? Is the living,
Yeah, oh, yeah, totally.
right? Not spirit.
Would you
Living.
agree, Rudy, that when people cross over, there's a certain rule of love and light that they follow? Because there is no badness over there.
We all go back to
Innocence.
Yeah, to the light. I mean, that is, you know, you hear these stories, but when you go over, you know, you do get the choice. You can say, oh, you can either go to the light. A lot of people say that you're reincarnated, you come back, only if you need to do things and you're unfinished, or you know. But you can say, oh, I want to go home, and then you'll just go back to where you originated.
Well, I'll say what he's put there. I would say that if it's a month after his dad died, I'm sure his dad just come through to let him know, just to check on him, to let him know he's there.
They like to revolve around us to see if we're okay, to see if we're coping. You know how it is.
Yeah.
You're still emotionally attached, aren't you? You know.
Yeah.
And they're not just going to bugger off. They're still around there. They're still your family. It's still there.
Mm.
You know.
They're always around.
Only the body dies. The essence don't.
No.
You know.
Your soul doesn't.
Soul doesn't.
Well,
And they're still around, but you just can't see them because it's a different kind of. They're in another kind of plane. You know.
This
is the physical plane, you got like
the spiritual
levels.
plane.
You've got spiritual plane, you know, and this is what happens when you meditate. You just transverse all these levels.
But I do think that we're not meant to see them, but because now people are being more relaxed and opening up, that's where mediumship started happening, because people start attuning to it.
Well, a lot of people were burnt at the stake.
Yeah, called witches for that.
I mean, it's crazy. I mean, Matthew Hopkins was one of the most notorious persons to do this, you know, back in history.
And he also said, I believe he haunted our house at the time. We could hear him walk around the house. But now my sister says he is a healer where he is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's quite possible, because they have schools over there, you know, they carry on some jobs over there, you know, it's just
well, most of their jobs are for the living, aren't they? Because they come to, I mean, what I'd say, I know it's a bit of a cliche, but the term haunted house, we use it, it's a way of us understanding it. But to probably his dad's not haunting the house, he's in the house with the people he loves, and he's just being there to be around that energy.
He's being around the family.
Yeah.
I mean, he maybe, you know, he didn't want to leave. You know,
No.
you do get this.
You don't. I mean, you want to spend time with your family. What you do in life?
I mean,
when you pass over, you want to spend time with people that you love.
I mean, just you've seen that film called Ghost, yeah?
Yes.
I mean, exactly a prime example there. He didn't want to go because he had bits to finish.
Which obviously the film that I've seen as well, but you reminded me of it was Just Like Heaven. With Reese Witherspoon.
Exactly.
That's a brilliant.
Just Like Heaven. That was another film with Reese Witherspoon and Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah.
Very good film.
Very good film. And also another one as well that is about a bit of a different kind of story, but the same. What Dreams May Come, Robin Williams.
Yeah, I saw that.
That is a very powerful film.
Very good film. Very powerful film. See, there's a lot of these films about, you know, very good. Very good.
Even wasn't Constantine, was it?
Constantine 2 comes out next year. It's in the trailer for it.
Constantine.
Yeah, but that was one of the. Wasn't that about a guardian angel? I think it was a different film.
Well, he was well, basically.
Constantine, he done a
He
lot
was
of
a
bad in
demon.
his
He
life.
was a
but
demon hunter, and he cleared.
he cleared demons. But obviously, Archangel Gabriel, I think it was.
That was it.
Yeah, and it was played by the blonde woman. You know, she's
Tilda Swinton.
That's the one. She played in Doctor Strange.
Yeah.
Yeah. And she's brilliant.
Yes, she
A good,
has.
brilliant film, that is. And Constantine 2 comes out next year.
So I think we,
And
we
Peter Stormare was the devil, wasn't he?
Yeah.
He's great.
He's brilliant.
So I think we've also got a guardian angels. I feel connected with Michael, but I think it's part of my where my warrior links are, because that's essentially what he is. But
yeah,
that's essentially what I do. If I see something wrong, I'll speak out.
Well, the guys changed. They have different jobs,
Well, on a different note, good old Glasgow town. We thought he was a bastard for it. He committed suicide in the house. We unfortunately found him. He found him.
Yeah. Sometimes they're not meant to take. Obviously, suicides. That's different because you'll take. You're ending your life. I mean, it's given to you to live your life. Yeah. But if you end it, then that's a different story, really.
I don't think there's any. I mean, a lot of people say that there's a certain place in hell for people who commit suicide. I don't agree with that. No. I think you have a karmic duty to restore faith in your family after you've done something like that. I think that's why the spirit stays around
you're on
the
right
family.
track because it's all to do with karma.
Yeah.
Karma is the universal law, isn't it? In any way. If you think bad, then you're going to get bad back. You get what you put out there.
But I'm sure spirit would know, right? Because obviously it's hard living in this system, and I'm sure that on the other side they know what it's like here. It's a challenge. It's not. It's like test after test
Don't
after
forget,
test.
we've been here many times.
Yeah, we have.
This is a school of learning.
Having the human experience.
Yeah.
So
you experience everything.
I would say when you actually take that life early, in your own doing.
Then
I wouldn't say you're punished, but I say that you're given a list of tasks to repay what you've done. So I think that involves I don't think there's any. I don't feel there's any nastiness in spirit. I don't think there is. There's none at all. I've never felt it. You get the shady ones, but I just think that's confusion in them. They're emitting confusion.
Well, you're going to get entities coming up from whatever level they're on, the lower levels, which is, you do get that.
And that's another thing. This is another thing Julie just said as well. I've actually had this because we had it with Gloria recently with my mum and my nan.
Yeah.
I had blowing down my ear after hearing of a loved one passing, and I was inconsolable. That blowing stopped me crying.
Yeah.
And it was like, when Gloria and Karen said about...
It's like saying, I'm here.
My mum, and when I confirmed it with a picture, and Gloria said, that's the woman.
Yeah.
So did Karen as well. I didn't see the picture, I saw them separately, didn't I? I burst into tears. I went round the back here, and I could smell my mum's perfume, and I felt something on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And it just stopped me crying. I just felt really,
It's a reassurance,
loved.
isn't it?
Yeah.
Reassurance.
So it does.
They're
there to help you, Julie, and also Glasgow Town. They're there to help you. They're not there to hurt you. They're not there to scare you. It's only I would say it's only our naivety that scares us with all the films that are out, like The Entity, bloody Evil Dead and all that.
There's so much.
It's made to scare you.
Yeah.
It's not there to scare you. It's trying to disconnect you from that realm of love and light. So when someone comes through to you, they're there to reassure you, and because we can't see them, we get scared. So we think they're there to hurt us. And as you know, a lot of people make a lot of money from falsifying bloody spirit. But
well, yeah, you get the charlatans to give us all a bad name. But the thing is, at the end of the day, I mean, you shouldn't be afraid of the spirit. I mean, obviously, the living are more dangerous.
Yeah.
You should be more wary of them.
Because they can actually promote evil.
Well, yeah. I mean,
where a spirit can't. Because
yeah.
Spirits, the way I see it, and hopefully you agree with me, that when you actually cross over to that realm, the other side, whatever one you call it, afterlife, whatever, there's nothing but love, and there's nothing but respect and love, and you're endowed with everything you need to know.
There are several issues, because if someone crosses over that was under certain stressful or shocking circumstances, all of a sudden, or whatever, and they are still here, then that's when a medium would step in and have to direct them to where to go.
Yeah.
Because they're still trapped in their
We've had to do it several times.
in their grief and their shock and their, you know, they're still trapped in that.
Yeah, because they still think they're living, and
They
they've got
still
to
think
realise
there,
that they're
and they've got
not.
to let go. They've just got to let everything
This
go.
is a good point, Julie. She said, I've had a conversation, I've had this recently as well, thanks to Gloria and Rudy and also Adam as well. But she said, I've had a conversation with a loved past one in my head and got the answers for them. Is that my head or not? No, it's not your head.
Right.
It is, you got to remember that you are what you think. So whatever you think, you put out into the world. So if you're putting out positive thoughts into the world, you're going to get positive thoughts back. So if you're asking questions like, why did you go too soon? Why did you do this? Why did you leave me? That spirit, whoever you're talking to, will answer you. And it's not your head, believe me. Because
there is one point I'm making here. Does this feel right for you? Does it feel right? Does it feel that it's a right? How can I say? Does it feel not good, or does it feel good? Does it feel
are you talking to me,
positive?
or do you talk to Julie?
I'm talking to Julie. Does it feel positive? If it doesn't,
Well, yes, it did feel right.
well, then in your heart, because you feel, if you feel in your heart it's right in yourself, then it's right for you. If you don't feel it's right, then just chuck it out.
If it brings you comfort, Julie,
If it brings you comfort,
as Rudy says, if it feels right and it brings you comfort,
All right.
it's not a bad thing.
Don't forget to take your mic off.
Yeah, please take your mic off. We don't want to hear
Just have a nature break.
We don't want to hear any passings.
Was that spirit? No, I felt it.
No, yeah.
But no, Julie, that's it's not in your head. Believe me. I can't say too much, but I've had quite a few encounters down here, thanks to my friends like Gloria, Adam, and all that, and it's been quite emotional with family members coming through.
I mean, they've all been positive. You just had to understand them.
I just had to understand them. It took me a while to understand them, but having thoughts in my head lately of questions that I needed answered, and they've been answered. And for a split second, I thought it may be my own mind manifesting that, but it wasn't, because the words were actually, how can I put it? Anyway, it felt genuine in my head, because I know I'm of same mind. But the questions I got answered were questions that I needed answers to, and it was just there. It was just right. So yeah, no, it's not in your head. Yes, you do feel you're going crazy, but you're not. It's just having faith. It's having faith in the love for another person or another family member. If you use it out of love, nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong at all. You've got to. If you can see the love coming from those thoughts in your head, then it's not wrong. Any doubts is only your human side doubting what you're thinking, because you've got to remember your mind is one hell of a massive, I'd like to call it a machine, but it's a living entity. Even though your heart and you're connected to your soul, stuff like that, but your mind still is a sponge for spiritual stuff. You're welcome, Julie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, another good film I'd advise you guys to see is Talking to Heaven. It's one of the mediums. What's his name now? American guy.
Oh, you're not talking about Edward?
No.
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 He's a bloke with glasses. He does.
Talking to Heaven.
Yeah.
Talking to Heaven. Look it up.
His name will come to me in a minute. I know.
And he tells you about his life story when he was a kid and he used to see
If you want another one, just let me know.
spirit.
I hope that helps you, Julie.
Yeah, I mean, I've lost a lot of family members early, and I think that the hardest one at the time was probably my cousin Mark. A very, very well loved man. Well, everyone, you know. It was the hardest thing for us, you know.
Yeah, it is.
My family to take, and now I'm fine with it, you know. And even once or twice I've been out on sites, and I think he's just come through. And I'll just turn around and say it to him, because the memories I have now are all positive, and you know, all the laughs we had, because you know, when my cousin shared a flat for 3 years, but one cross word at all, you know, just because we had the same stupid sense of humour and watch the same stupid things, and say once in a while he's come through when I'm doing a site, like Misty Towers is one of them, and it was near an anniversary from like either birthday or of his passing. and my aunt kept saying cousin, and I said, because I was with Paranormal Essex,
Yeah.
and I said, "Are any of you guys just double checking? Got any cousins that passed over?" And they all said no. So I was, well, it's Mark then. And all I said was, Mark, quoting an old bottom line, we have to be firm about the jugs, and the jugs have to be firm.
Yes.
You know,
I love that
just
quote.
it's just the the memories of what we used to do. But that was hard. And also my mum passing, which should not have happened because of it was done during COVID. And she went to hospital for proxy hernia, never come out.
Sounds my uncle.
Yeah.
My uncle.
That hit hard as well. It hit hard in its own right, but then losing my stepdad very quickly last year, it was like.
But the synchronicities around that have been quite amazing for you. With that afterwards.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. So when it was like, even though Mum had gone because my stepdad was there, it was still a piece of Mum there. But when my stepdad passed, it was.
But they're always going to be around.
Oh yeah,
You know that.
I know that. Yeah.
I mean, look what's happened with Gloria and all that with here. Right. 2008, my mum passed away after Christmas. I have an argument with her at Christmas. The Christmas, and 2 weeks later she passes, and I'm feeling guilt for. And then she comes through last week, but 2 weeks ago, and says to me like, and you even said it. It's water under the bridge. There you go.
Yeah, that's what always kept coming to mind.
Because it just made me feel good. I'm the same as my nan a few years ago when we see a medium in Harlow. I mean, I never got close to my nan. I was never close to my nan. She was close to my brother. And I never hated her for it because she had her reasons. But I found out those reasons why. And it made perfect sense to me. And when she apologised for it and said, I'll be with you from now onwards, that comforted me. So it's like, we make mistakes as humans that we don't realise. And when we pass over, we have to put amends, we have challenges to put amends to. Same as with Just Like Heaven, that film. She's got things to make up. She's got,
But she's not dead though, is she?
No, she's not, but she's in a coma,
She
but
left
her
the
body. But it's still the same thing, like in What Dreams May Come.
Yes.
Obviously he lost his wife and his kids. And these spirit guides that coming towards him, the Chinese woman, the airline stewardess, which was his daughter. Because she remembered a memory of his, of looking at this airline steward going, she's amazing, she's beautiful. So to remind him, but he didn't realise it, that he was seeing a memory of his own. And all the paintings, because obviously his wife was a painter. So all the Picassos and all that. So
the trouble is with many of these things, even with mediums, the ego gets in the way.
Linda Arlington said, I can't hear a word they are saying. Are you talking about Adam and Rudy? That is on, isn't it?
Yeah. Mine's on.
And Julie said, if you did something when people were alive and they pass and you apologise, they know and accept. Yes, they do.
Yeah, that's forgiveness, isn't it? I
They
mean, it's one of Jesus' teachings. It's forgiveness.
One good question here. There's always one question. Good old Glasgow town said, do the spirits stay the same age they were when they passed over, or do they still age?
Now that's a very interesting question. Very interesting.
Both times my family have come through, the way that Karen, yourself and Adams, it's always been in their, I would say their prime, how I remember them.
Well, it's that, and they come like Paul said. It's like how they best can, for you to remember them, kind of thing. How you'd recognise them. It could be a younger version, could be an older, because it's, don't forget, they're not physical anymore, are they? So they can portray themselves as, as young or old. That you can accept
How you best remember them, I suppose.
remember them.
That's what I think with that film, What Dreams May Come, when obviously the daughter manifests as an airline stewardess. Now his daughter was only 14, 15, and she was like a 50-year-old that because he found she was beautiful, she manifested for him in that way. So I'd say, yeah, it's something, a memory in your life, or something that you can. You may not understand it.
Something that you
at the
can
time.
relate to.
Yeah.
You know,
Totally.
basically. You know. Because don't forget, we're thinking in physical terms here, and it's not.
Linda Arlington laughed at good old Glasgow Town because he said, "I can hear you perfectly."
Oh, that's all right then. You get me paranoid about me radio mics.
Yeah, and then Linda turned around and says, "Most of my family passed when young."
Yeah.
I think that's what
Sounds
WY
mine.
means, because past WY, so I think that's when young. And she misses them so much.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I know how you feel.
I lost my sister when she was 12, leukemia, and she took 3 months before she died. You know, so it weren't good. It was.
Yeah, I'd say you know, quite a few of my family have passed before their time. You know, I remember my granddad, who's one of my main guides. He was in his early 50s. You know, my dad was 17 when he passed.
But they're never really gone, are they?
No.
They're never really gone. That is the thing.
No, they haven't.
I mean, if you could see, you know, have the gifts, you'd understand, and you'd think, oh, yeah.
Well, you say that really. I always wondered why my mum, my nan, and my uncle never come through earlier.
I mean, I've been trying to get my sister, but I've never been able to do that.
The main reason is because I wasn't awake in my mind. I wasn't channeling my gifts, and now I'm believing in myself. They came through.
Yeah, because you open the door. As soon as you open that door, that is it. You ain't going to shut it. Oh yeah.
You think about them every day. They know that you love them. They know that they're with you.
They come on that vibration, don't they?
They can't sense you. You can't sense them until you actually let.
They have to. It's like you got a doorkeeper there, and he says, "Oh, should I allow this person in? Does he feel right?" And you think to yourself, "Yeah, I mean that's my family. Let them in."
But before you actually open your mind up, that bloke is speaking Swahili and you can only speak English. So he's talking to you saying, and you're going, "What? Hey, who?" And that's the way I see it, because once you take that leap of
faith, a
faith.
translator in there that says, "Oh yeah, I can hear exactly what you're saying."
But I think the translator is when you take a leap of faith to actually believe, and that's the translation, and that basically unlocks what he's saying to you for you to understand.
But yeah, it's got to be on the same wavelength, isn't it?
Yeah.
And that's what it is.
Makes perfect sense.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. All comes together.
Here we go. Linda's put, are people okay mentally if they had severe mental illnesses when alive?
Well, if they've got mental illnesses, there's no way that you should interact with this kind of thing, or be doing this kind of thing.
No.
Because that's...
introduces a whole...
I think what she's saying is mental health just a human thing, or is it a spiritual thing?
It's a human thing.
No.
It's definitely only on this plane.
It's a physical thing.
It's only on this plane.
It is a physical thing. Yeah. You know, a lot of the mentally ill people were actually channeling without them knowing. You know, they're just letting everything in. It's like...
I mean, you could go down many rabbit holes with this as well. But
yeah, I mean, my mum was prime example for that when she had bipolar.
Yeah. Multiple personalities is another one.
My ex-wife had that.
Different things can jump in. See, this is where you really need to be careful, and if you need to meditate to stop this and to control it, because you're not meant to let any old body jump in there. You know, and this is quite hard for mediums. You know.
Here's a good question for you, Rudy. When your spirit guide speaks to you, do you hear them the same as talking with your friends sitting next to each other?
Sometimes it depends. I mean, when I'm channeling, they speak in their voice, and I'm speaking in someone else's voice. As these, I don't know if these guys have you've witnessed that. You know?
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, just the once so far. But
just the once with these guys.
I'm looking forward to you to do a convincing accent.
Yeah. Because your accent's always the same.
Well, they're using your
vocal.
vocal.
We know when you're channeling because the accents will be convincing.
They are using your vocal cords, so you know.
I mean,
high pitched voice.
One thing when your spirit guides talk to you, I mean, it depends whether you're open enough to hear them. If you're not ready, don't be disheartened, because obviously you're not up to a stage where you can hear them. But
No,
they'll always contact
that's
you
right.
through angel numbers, synchronicities. You know, you'll sit there and as Adam says, the same song will be played 2 or 3 times in concession. You'll be thinking, oh, that's just played a minute ago. Why is, you know, and things like that. They'll try and talk to you. I mean, like the old cliche where, you know, if it's like someone close to you, like a mother or a father figure, it's normally in a form of a robin coming round you, or comes close to you. The other one is butterflies, which is always like a grandparent or grandfather. Butterflies, normally a white
I had one
butterfly.
in my car the other day. Bloody hell, we got in there.
Yeah. That's normally someone of your, other than your mother or father. That's someone like your grandparent, brother, sister, that sort of thing. I thought, sorry, or something like that. But you don't have to hear them, but they're always communicating with you. You just got to listen and notice the signs. Angel numbers are probably the best one they do.
I know of an instance where someone had a feather drop out of nowhere.
And the white feather, Julie said, yes.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
Yeah, that butterfly's like, I could hear it flapping around. I thought there was a bird, you know, I thought it was a bird outside my car pissing about. And I just looked behind me, and I think it was a peacock butterfly. Just on my window, I'm like, how the hell did that get in here? There was no one earth that
Flew in when you wasn't looking.
Yeah, but my windows were up. I would have noticed. The only window that had been down would have been mine. So, yeah, I thought, well, that's an occurrence.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was I'm sure it was a
Strange, isn't it?
peacock.
A lot of strange things.
Here's another question. When did you first realise, this is from good old Glasgow town, when did you first realise your spirit guide could communicate with you, and was it a shock at first?
Me.
All of us, I
Oh,
suppose.
you're just throwing it out there.
You just thrown it out.
With me, it was because way back in my family, you know, they were into this sort of stuff, and I don't know much about my dad's side of the family. We're all Cockneys, you know, but I knew I was gifted when I was about 8 years old. I used to see things and chat to things, and I'm thinking, my mum must have thought I was bonkers or something, you know.
Yeah.
Who are you talking to? Oh, that person. You know, so she said, oh, right, you're not watching any films tonight, you know. And she must have thought I was bonkers. And it just snowballed from then, really. And through life, you just meet different people who sort of, you know, you meet people who sort of carry on that trend. You know, you come across people, oh, you know, that are into that, and you think, oh, you know, like you know, you're just saying like attracts like.
Yes.
This is exactly what happens.
What about you, Adam?
I was saying not a communication in that sense, but it was, you know, feelings, or you go in a certain direction that was completely, you know, which has happened to me massively since 2020, and you know, and it picked up in 2021, yeah, and that's when I sort of got more in tune, knowing who my guides are, because it was said to me, but that Lotus, she does all the meditations, someone called Lotus. I remember she was doing it was in Hyde Park on one of the protests, and I was like, I want to go and get a drink.
Yeah.
You know, that's what beer. So I buggered off up Marble Arch. I must have looked so classy walking down Marble Arch after going in Marks and Spencer, the 4-pack of straw.
Yes.
I want a drink. And I've gone back. She's mostly dealt with the you know, with the meditation with everyone, and she's going around with the folk.
Oh, the tuning fork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gave my set of Journey, so I should get another set. But yeah, there was me and this woman standing to the side, and she said to Tito, I can leave you two out, and she done that, you know, done it around the head, and then put it on the chest, hit it, and he just goes bang.
It goes through, doesn't it?
Yeah, and she said to me at that point, she said, you've got a lot of spirits around you, and she also said you do card readings, do more of it. Never met before. But since then it was a case of tuning into who my guides are, and there was a reason why I got in touch with my I've always been fascinated with my name, where it came from, and it's from that I mean, that started back in the mid-teens, 2015, 2016. Around that time, I was getting into where I came from, and then I think that was guidance from my Norse guides. They were guiding me to know who I am and where I came from, so I know that they're there. They're very, I suppose that's why I'm such a how do I put it, resolute.
Nice guy.
Not yeah, but I'm resolute. I'll I'm a nice guy, but I will put my foot down. I will stand up and speak out on things. So I suppose it's that.
I think we all do that, don't we?
Hey?
We've all done that once or twice.
Yeah. Even if it's cost me, I've done it. But I think that was them guiding me, and when and it was, as I got more in tune, it was a case of, I know they're there. Rudy even caught a picture of my guide, my Norse guide. So it's, again, that's on my Insta, and it just said this bloody great Viking helmet right behind me.
Yeah.
So I know they're there. They're kind of my warrior guys. I feel like my granddad, because I'm so different to the rest of my family.
Yeah, me too.
And I think he's there to guide me with a lot. That's how I feel. That's the feelings that I get, that they're there to do this, to guide me in this thing. My granddad's there to guide me in the other stuff. Put a hand on my shoulder because I've needed it once or twice over the past. I mean, I don't really show emotion too much, but there's been points where I've been.
See,
And you saw that when I was undergoing a lot of stress.
Yeah.
And you say there's a big thing behind me.
This is why I keep stressing. I keep
Stress-free.
saying about you guys doing the guided meditation with me. But the thing is, I mean, I've got really, really soft and passive as I've got older.
Yeah, you do.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, I used to be quite
Bullshit.
yeah, I used to be quite, go for it.
Yeah.
Now I sort of no, like wuss really.
Well, my guide's got a sense of humour, because what first woke me up to them, obviously after going to see a proper medium, Adele, she told me to listen out for things, because the synchronicities you would listen out for, look out for numbers, and this was no word of a lie. I mean, I was seeing angel numbers all day. It'd start at like 6:06 in the morning when you get up, and you look at the clock again, it'd be 7:07, or it'd be things like that. And and I used to think, nah, it's just coincidence. I looked at the clock at the right time, but then when a whole day, 9:09, 10:01, 10:10, and then you're getting up to 11:11, and things like that, and all through the day, 21:12, and you're thinking, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
And the other thing as well was, I was building that outside, right? That was in 2020, 2021, building the thing counter. And I remember, I used to have my radio, that radio over there, I used to have it hanging up on a screw, and I'd be sitting there banging the nails in. And I remember, this was on random, I didn't plan this, and I literally banged my thumb, and the song come on, which was that, what's her name, Jessie J, Bang Bang Into the Room, and I'm sitting there thinking, really? And I remember, and it was icy down here, and I slipped, and I literally tore, right, and the radio was on, because I had it up on here, because I put all this up and testing it, and literally, I remember laying on the floor, slipping, going, help, help, I can't move, I'd done the splits.
Yeah.
And the only song I heard, there was the lyrics, I don't know the song name, but it goes, Free Falling, that one.
Oh, that's Freebird.
Yeah. And I was sitting there laying there thinking, you're taking the piss now, aren't you? I really was. And it's just, that's the humour, but he does it all the time.
Yeah.
I could be listening to, thinking something, doing something, the radio's on, and literally within like 30 seconds to a minute of me thinking something, a song will come on random. And it'd be like, okay. But that's how it works for me. Obviously, as I progress, it'll get better, but that's how they're trying to communicate with me.
It's sorry, mate.
I was going to say, so the other thing with me is my love of exploration.
Yes.
My love of
Yeah,
water. I'm very.
You're an explorer, you are, aren't you?
I
A journeyman, I like to say.
Yeah, I'll get very itchy feet, and I want to go and.
I see that a lot as well, Julie. I see 1111 a lot, and 2121, and 2002, and 2020. Julie put I see 1111 a lot, and good old Glasgow town, so I see 1111 a hell of a lot.
I see
Plus 1717.
Yes, we know.
No, I mean it is amazing how like attracts like, isn't it? I mean, we all got together.
Yeah.
God knows that. I mean, it's funny how we got to know
It's just four random people from
all
completely
random
different
people,
walks of
different
life.
walks of life, just suddenly married together and gelled.
Yeah.
I'm not
That's
promoting
how it
this.
is.
I'm not promoting this book, Julie, and but I'll tell you what, this really helped me. There was someone I was watching a podcast on BitChute about nothing about angel numbers, but this guy said to me, well, not me personally, but he said on a video that angel numbers are very. What started him off was seeing the synchronicities of, and there's a book called Angel Numbers by Carl Gray. Am I right to show you?
Yeah, go. Yeah.
It's that book there, right? That really, really helped me understand angel numbers a lot better. And I think it's something like a 5 off Amazon or something like that. But it's well worth starting out for it. It really did.
And there's another book that I was reading that taught you how to see your auras and how to protect yourself against.
Yeah, head by that, yeah. I actually read that. It's quite an interesting book.
It is very interesting. It's called You and Your Aura by Joseph Ostrom. Please look it up. It's fantastic. And it tells you how to protect yourself against angry people.
Julie put, I can see auras.
Good. This is right up your street then, Julie. You'll love it. Tells you how to, exercise your auras. I used to see auras up until I was about 30 odd. And then it just stopped. Because I used to tell people what was wrong with them.
I think it must be a level thing. It's kind of like
It's like,
like leveling up. You know, you start basics.
Yeah.
You get to that part where you can see
You got
auras.
a license.
Yeah, I think it's like that because it's like from when I first sort of started getting these feelings in 21,
Yeah.
and then 22, and now I'm completely different in 2024. Obviously, I've had a few bits taken out of my mouth. Won't go into silver fillings, but that's helped. Plus, obviously, believing as well. Self-belief has actually gone for the roof, especially around you lot as well. Your energy as well have been like.
Sorry.
No.
Sorry about that.
You've been like Dyson. You've been like a Dyson to me. You're like,
Oh.
you just really like, yeah.
Yeah, I think there's one thing I'm good at is having the belief to do something.
Yeah.
I don't like people telling me no, you can't do something.
Well, it's freedom, isn't it?
Yeah.
That's what they're trying to clamp down on the freedoms. But
Yeah.
hey, we are human beings. We're
What
free.
does it-
That's how we are.
Julie's just asked what 1111 means, so I'm going to show you, Julie.
Yeah, numbers. Yeah.
If you can hear this, 1111, according to Carl Gray's book, is you are one with God, angels, and ascended masters. Align your thoughts with the highest goodness and truth in order to bring love into the world. I don't know if you can see that there.
Very good. Yeah.
That's 1111.
Yeah, very good.
Sorry, that wasn't Julie. That was good old Glasgow town. I do apologise. I quickly glanced over at the thing.
Yeah, and numbers. Don't forget, the people running the show, they obviously rely on numbers as well.
Yeah, it's numerology, isn't it?
The numbers game is very much a power thing. It's a powerful thing, So that's all I'm going to say about that.
I'd say, I was going to say, I mean, I find numbers seem to play a part in my life. I mean,
Does.
2, the number 2 and the number 7.
It's numerology, but your
Yeah.
your numbers might be 27. You don't know. It might be 72. You don't know. You'll have to work out. But your number will always be related
But
to
you
2 and a
have
7.
look at that gematria.
Yes.
That's.
I've generally got 2 of everything though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Have you really?
Yeah, I've got 2 bikes, 2 cars,
Oh,
2
okay.
boats, 2 computers,
17. Let's have a look for you.
2 karaoke setups. Do you know what I mean? I've got 2s everywhere.
You
and I
weren't
like them.
Noah in the previous life, was you? In the Ark.
Well, don't you know? I've been watching stuff about that recently.
Glasgow Town, what you've got to remember about 11:11 is about positivity. It's about thinking positive.
Yeah.
The more, it's like what Rudy said. What you put out into the world is what you get back. So by thinking positive, you're actually creating love in the
It's
world.
like manifestation,
Yeah.
isn't it? You know,
Well,
that's the big thing.
Answer to your other question, Glasgow Town. 1717. You are magical. Whatever concerns or blocks you have been experiencing are now being released, so you can turn your dreams into reality, which is another positive thought. I'll show you that one quickly. You can see 1717 there. It's all about positivity. That's all it's about. Oh, Karen. Hi, Karen.
Hello, Karen.
Karen wrote.
Oh, Karen.
I don't know if you see that, Karen, what I said about 11:11.
Karen.
Karen wrote. Jeff's Karen. The blonde Karen.
Oh,
Not Karen Hunter, the short one.
Yeah.
Jeff's Karen.
Yeah, I know.
You're just looking like going.
No, I know who you're talking about.
I always thought it was a. Oh, I knew someone was going to say this. Glasgow Town. I always thought it was a sign to put my lottery numbers.
Yeah, go for it. You can
Try
always,
it,
you
but
can always use it for lottery and see how you get on.
Yeah.
But just remember us, right?
Yeah.
You win.
Yeah, remember that Patreon bit on my page?
Karen, did you see what I put up about the 11:11 about 5 minutes ago? Is she there or not? I like this because everyone's saying hello to each other on the chat. It's really good. Oh, the way all mingle together. Everyone's
More
like,
connection.
"Hi,
Yeah, so more connections.
Well, it's about, isn't it?
Yeah,
Networking.
I mean, yeah,
Networking,
again, yeah, you know, we're 4 random people who are now here. I mean, when the standing apart thing, you was the first person I spoke to.
You poor man.
I have to
I
admit,
know. Look what's happened now.
Glasgow Town. It's actually a decent book. It's actually it wasn't that expensive. I think it's like $4.99, $5.99, something like that. I mean, obviously Amazon changes its prices more than I change my socks, but
Oh,
you know,
no.
it does. I change my socks at least twice a day, and they change their prices at least 3 times a day. But it depends. You have to shop around and find out one. You might have to wait a week or so, but it's worth it if you can get a good deal, or if you don't mind paying it for the next day. Then it's a good book. It's by Carl Gray.
Well, even yesterday I bought 2 packs of socks.
Don't talk
2
about
pairs of
I need
trousers.
socks.
2 pairs of
I've got to buy
stripes.
socks.
I had to throw 4 pairs of socks away because one's got a hole in it, and they're all
See-
different bloody colours.
All my
Yeah,
socks
see,
are
I only
bloody
buy the same pack of socks every time. So if I get a hole in one, I can just throw it.
hole in one.
Yeah.
One other thing, Glasgow
Someone get a
Town.
hole in one.
One other thing in that book as well, it hasn't only got the angel numbers 2020, it's got other numbers as well. Like if you see like numbers like 75 and 79 like that, it actually gives you descriptions for each of them. So it does go up to something like, I think it goes up to 1,000, so, or 999 it goes up to. So if you see single numbers as well, it does help.
See, what was I doing when I was 27?
I'm not affiliated with that bloke anyway. I'm not selling this book. I'm just saying it's
No,
a really good
Of
book.
course you're not. No.
I won't get any royalties for that. No, no. I just believe it's a really good book. So it helped me out, and
Did you ever read all that book I gave you?
I read most of it. I was looking through certain chapters. that
See
were
the
really-
exercises?
Yes.
That was really weird. Wasn't it?
I was reading a lot about the history of it, because I like the history of stuff like that, and I was reading the first part about the
Did you,
principles.
and in his guide, did you read about the guy's guide?
Yeah.
It's quite strange, isn't it?
But then again, everyone has different experiences. I mean, if we go back to the experiences of spiritual stuff, I've told you this before when I was on the trains, and it was the start of COVID.
Oh.
And I was driving the train thinking, I was getting really worried about all the bloody. This is before I started waking up, and I was sitting there, and the thoughts I heard on the news before I drove was really annoying my head.
Yeah. it's
And I remember
depressing,
saying
isn't
to myself, and I just thought to myself, and I said out loud while I was driving, I said, God, is everything going to be okay? Are we going to be okay? Because this is really worrying me. And I just said it randomly. I didn't think nothing of it. And then I got up to Liverpool Street, 5:30 in the morning, no one else was around, and that guy come running over to me. He said, hey, bruv, and all that. And I thought, oh God, I'm on my own. And there's some really tall
I'm gonna
guy
go
coming
check.
over to me, and I was going to get, he got a light. And then went, like that. Anyway, we chatted, and I realised that I don't remember him, but I went to college with him because he recognised me. And he went, "You're looking good." Anyway, as he walked away, he went, go get my train, mate. And he just ran up to the escalator, turned around, he went, by the way, bruv, it's going to be okay.
Oh, that's lovely, isn't it?
And that
It's
just
lovely.
confirmed with me,
Out of the blue.
Yeah.
at the blue, that was like a message from me. And it was like,
And for all you know,
you couldn't make it up.
for all you know, he could have been a spirit, an angel.
Well, when
Or what
after
you call it.
after I went to see Adele, she said, I've already been contacted. I've seen one of my spirit guides. And I'm like,
This does happen.
yeah.
You know, it does happen.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily they were spirit. It could have been.
No.
But
Well, manifested by.
Manifested
yeah,
by-
my mum manifested
Manifestation.
something. I was having a really low day a couple of years ago. I think it was just. I think it was after we did the Southend protest. Because I think we was like the first
Because
protest outside
you
London.
filmed it, didn't you? You
Yeah.
was filming it.
I'd filmed it and so had Ben.
Oh, Ben, yeah.
And Ben wanted my footage as well. And I gave it to a memory stick, and I was in a really low state. It was Saturday or Sunday or something like that. And Ben said he was going to bring the stick round. So I'm sitting at home, and I've got a knock on the door, thinking it was Ben. And it was two guys from the Baptist church. You know, we had a nice little chat. They gave me a Bible and a CD as well with stuff on it. And I remember thinking, that was Mum. Mum sent them. Because Mum was confirmed Baptist. Yeah.
So
That's the synchronicities, because you may not see at the time, at the same split second, you may not realise it. But you walk away and you go, hang on a minute.
anyone going to the St George's March? It's a massive one. So on the 27th of April.
I hope so.
But it's against, apparently, the Metropolitan Police have been really kicking us in, you know.
Yeah.
And they've been against, you know, and this guy's been pleading everyone to turn up on the march, the St George's March, millions. I've got the video, so I'll show you that a bit later. It's up to you, you know. I mean, because the Metropolitan Police are obviously the boot boys, aren't they, for the, you know, whoever's ever.
Oh yeah, they got their white thugs.
Yeah.
I believe it is. Good old Glasgow Town said, is it Archangel Michael you call for protection when you feel you need it? I think it is, because Archangel Michael, I can't...
Protect us and defend us against the evil.
It's all.
Is it
it's all-
Metatron or Michael that was human that actually ascended to an angel? I think it was Metatron that actually...
Metatron, yeah. Michael's always the archangel.
Yeah,
but
Michael was
one
always
of-
an angel, yeah.
He was one of God's highest men.
Yeah.
Hang on a minute. Is this for?
But look,
Is this
highest
for
angels.
protection you're talking about?
Yeah.
Right. Now, you do know this is all visualisation, right? So, when you put your light out, what I mean by putting your light out is pretend you're in a bubble of bright light from God, you know, bringing down this light and bring it around you and all your family to protect them. Nothing can penetrate that.
No.
It's all visualisation. Everything you do is going to be visualisation if you're battling with spiritual situations.
Yeah, it's like when we go out to do an investigation, I will put that.
You always
It's
say
like a dome.
prayers.
I will put out a dome.
You always say prayers that God protect you, and He will. Definitely. 100%. Right? You have to ask for it.
Well, my meditation that I remember there was this guy I found, and he'd done a couple of free podcasts and all that, and I was listening to him to help meditate, and I thought I'll give it a try. And he said the basics of meditation, and he said a lot of people manifest a white light. He said,
Yeah.
but if you was to imagine a golden white light,
That's even, yeah.
he said a sparkling. Just imagine the twinkling in it. He said that's proper. He said a lot of people get comfort from that, even though the light's still the same, but you're visualising something which is more precise, more defined.
Even if you're in a dark place, you visualise the light. Because darkness cannot stand light.
No.
And it just transcends, light just transcends everything.
Do you know the other thing darkness can't stand? People like us.
Yeah.
Because we say no to things, we say no to the system, we say no to, and it hates us. It really does dislike us, and it tries to infiltrate us. through family, friends, and everything. People that are lesser minded, should we say? Not saying that we're more minded, but because we've got a belief system now where we believe certain things, it does try and get to us, and I've noticed it a lot. People trying to change other people's opinions
Well, why do you think they're trying to control everything?
because it doesn't
Because
want. They don't want us to be.
They don't want us to be our natural human selves.
It's like I can't know who the quote was from, but you might be able to remind me of this. Once they find out who they really are, we're foobard, basically. And it was a famous quote from the late 70s. And
Yeah, that was the Masonic thing, wasn't it?
yeah, it said once they find out who they really are, we are absolutely knackered.
And that's what they're reading from now.
Yeah.
The stuff.
And people are
Big
starting to
time.
realise it.
Yeah.
Confidence levels are going sky high. Okay, some people have got a bit too much, but it's about balancing the ego with the actual soul, which I think all of us learn at one point. Once you get a good balance like the yin and the yang, I do believe in that yin and yang.
It's connecting. It's all connection.
Yeah.
I mean, don't forget we've got chakras and they're all energy points, and we're all connected, and we've got an aura, an energy field.
There's one thing I know. One thing I noticed.
Spit it out, mate. Spit it out.
Try on. We do. We have a thing.
A thing. You have a thing.
We have a thing. Yeah. It's the.
It's not a thing. Is it a good thing?
Oh,
It's a
I
strange
keep
thing.
forgetting the name of it.
I'm
But
not
you know,
laughing,
we've had a couple of get-togethers. It's either I've been at Chalkwood Park or over Canewdon, where we, sat there and
Done
watched the sun go down and
Yeah, no, I'm with you.
meditate with the gongs and everything. But when that sort of started, there was only a few people, and that's just, so more and more people connect. The way that expanded showed how people are getting more and more connected.
Because we are all connected,
Mm.
and it's
Look,
you've got to remember the system. I've got to use my words very carefully, but you've got to remember
I'm trying not to.
yeah, exactly.
I've said too much already,
There's forces out there that don't want you to be connected. Like, I'm going to mention the 2 meter distance. That was there to stop you recharging your energies from other people, because you need the connection. We're all connected in one way, and in a spiritual way. All our minds are connected.
It's funny.
We just don't believe
It's
it.
funny you were saying that. I had a chat with a few people today who were exactly that way, and I said it's all about connections, like what you just said. Yeah, 100%.
And Julia says she's got to go, but I said she says I've really enjoyed tonight,
God
but my
bless.
bed is calling. You have a new subscriber here, and we'll look forward to joining you in your expeditions. Thank you and good night.
God bless you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie. It's nice having you here.
Love and light to you.
Love and light.
Robert Smith. I know a lot has been covered on the subject of the Essex boys last
Yeah,
year,
good. Yeah.
but will you ever return to Rettendon? Let's hope Mick can get released. Seems that new evidence is coming to light.
Yeah, I mean, we've said much earlier. We have been back to Rettendon. The only thing I will say at the moment is we won't be going back because there's nothing more to be gleaned. But
I think Pat made that clear as well.
yeah, even from that side, we won't talk about it because first of all, once the video's been produced, obviously people can watch it, and then we'll have a live discussion about it. I thought that would be the way to go with it.
Will be.
So hopefully I will get time. Famous last words. There's 1 or 2 more bits I want to do which aren't paranormal related, but I want to take a closer look into, and I know I've said it several times, I'll take a closer look at Darren Nichols, his psychology, and also the places where they were, witnesses said that there was at other places when they were supposed to be at the lane. So they're the 2 main things I want to look at, which haven't been. I know that the Nichols thing hasn't been touched, but I'd like to. Yeah, when I get 5 minutes is to take a very close look at Nichols and his psychology, because there was a lot of stuff when he was banged up. When he met Pat inside, when he was on witness protection as well, the stuff that was coming out in there. One or two things that Mick said during the trial, which sort of points to the fact that Darren's more heavily implicated than what he was trying to. Effectively all the bits that would come when he was talking. It was like he was trying to distance himself, and even in the trial, you know, he just claimed he's a witness driver that dropped Mick off at the Traveller's Joy and then dropped Jack off. That's a book. I'll rephrase that. Dropped off Jack at the lane and then went back and got him a few minutes later. You know, he's always tried to push this distance between them. And that's the biggest problem for Mick is for the prosecution to reopen the case, because they just want to. It seems like they just want to leave it buried.
Yeah.
But all we can do is wait and see and hope that Mick does get let out before he himself passes on. Because I mean, he's 80s now, and from what we understand, he's getting dementia.
Can I have another one?
Yeah, sure. I'll
Did
just
so.
copy those videos over for you.
Oh, cheers.
Also
Brilliant.
from RAF, where was it? No, the Fault we went to.
Oh yeah, I haven't done it yet.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I've got loads of footage on that. If you can use
Nice
it.
to touch.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah.
So I'll put it all on memory stick for you. So
Yeah,
that you-
yeah. So I can use different camera angles and bits. But yeah, they're the two.
Obviously, the problems we've had with the camera and the sound and all that. You know.
Yeah, but that doesn't matter so long as I've got somewhere I can sync them up.
Yeah.
That's all I need to do, and I can use the audio from my camera.
Yeah, that's it.
But yeah, just saying, once we get the channel recommenced, I've got stuff ready to. I need to edit them, but they will be ready to go. And in the meantime, hopefully, we can get some more sites under our belt. Yes, please. Yeah. Yeah. Hopefully, we can get them as well. But yeah, as I say, the retina thing, we will not be able to glean any more information from.
I think the video that you're going to post will make sense because
Yeah.
of what he says in it. So.
Yeah. All the information that we've got from that one and the two times that I've previously gone there, that's as much as we're going to get.
Thanks, Paul. You're a
As I
diamond.
say, from
Cheers.
even from the stuff that's we've already done, hopefully it's shone a light, for want of a better phrase, on what went down.
Jeff had this problem last time. Karen just said, Jeff is trying to send a message. It's not showing up. Any ideas?
Jeff's
Yeah.
trying to.
Don't bother.
Karen, has he got a proper account? I mean, has he got his own account that he signs into on YouTube? Because it won't let you put an anonymous thing up there. You've got to have a name.
Yeah.
So it won't let him send a message if he's just logged in to youtube.com, gone to the video and try to type in there. It won't let you type in there because you have to. Obviously, you have to have a YouTube chat.
An account.
An
An
account.
account.
You don't have to have a
Yeah.
channel, just an
Yeah,
account.
it has to be a value account, doesn't it?
And good old Glasgow Town said, I think Nicole's framed Mickey and Jack because of the money he would have owed on the puff. I love that word.
Yeah.
On the puff he got caught with them in jail. It cancels his debt.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, framed him for his rap. And when he had rap, for want of a better word. Yeah, 'cause he had 10 kilos and the stuff in his van.
I need to turn my chat messages on to
Yeah.
all messages.
That's true, mate.
Oh yes, that's a good idea.
Let's have a look. All messages.
There'll be like 10 from Jeff.
Yeah, there is. It's like, good evening. Bye. Who's that, Jeff? Good morning. Good evening. Sorry, good evening.
Hello,
Hello, Jeff.
Where's Glory?
Yeah,
when you
right,
need her?
Jeff.
Hello,
Yeah,
Jeff.
all the-
Good on you, mate.
Hello, he says.
Hello, Jeff.
Robert Smith said, thanks for the info. From what I saw, all very fascinating, especially when getting energy voices from the other side.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah, because that was the other thing, which was quite damning, was that EVP that I got. Well, either Tracy Cam got it. It wasn't.
Yeah.
It wasn't me. It was Tracy Cam that.
What, every vile person? That's all
Well, he's referring to a vile person. Yeah. It just said
Vile
F you, Darren. That EVP said F you, Darren.
Well, that's not very nice, is it? Eh?
No, but then
Not very
you wouldn't be
polite.
very, you wouldn't be very happy if it,
Jeff put, so it was you lot then. No, it's you. It's just these moody accounts that you keep making up, Jeff. That's what does it. Stop not making up different accounts. Just like I'm going through to see if I've missed any things. No, still the same. Still the same. Hell of a lot of comments tonight. Eh?
Yeah,
Loads.
it's been quite a.
No, we haven't missed any comments. We only missed Jeff's comments. So.
nothing to worry about.
Well, you're lucky,
Jeff.
You're lucky, Jeff. Gloria ain't here, so
No, you'll be getting
you're spared.
abused.
You're spared, mate.
Yeah. Yeah, I can just picture Glory now. Right, Jeff, you know them. How's Doncaster? Sorry, Jeff. That's all I've got going for my head is Gloria.
She kills me. She goes out with that fits of laughter.
She'll probably watch this,
Right?
and you'll get a comment 2 days' time. She'll say something on it.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, this is your friendly spiritual curtain switcher.
She's a regionalist.
Who?
Jeff said she's a regionalist.
A regionalist.
Are we
Oh,
going?
yeah, I'll get that. Yeah,
Regionalist, yeah.
yeah.
She does do more than northern accents, you know. No?
Yeah,
Mm.
pretty good. Nearly as good as Jeff.
Yeah, Welsh one's quite good.
Yeah. I mean, Jeff does a good northern accent, but no, he
Yeah,
does it.
Jeff's is very authentic.
It's very offensive.
Yeah. I don't know. He keeps it up at persona because
I
obviously,
don't know him.
obviously, because he's southern now, you know, he loses his accent, but now he still keeps it up. I mean, it's like, wait for him to bite on that one.
I don't know how Karen keeps up with it, you know.
Years of practice. Oh, dear my lord.
So, are you looking forward to your new logo and your new
Yes, yeah.
stuff being done on your new title?
Yeah.
What's it?
Yeah, so the new logo, yeah, we've got to put that picture up that Jeff very kindly done.
Yeah, Jeff just put, I'm not a bloody southerner. You are! Stop it!
You're an adopted southerner now.
Yeah, you're
whether
adopted.
you like it or not.
You're by proxy.
Jeff, you're a northern southerner.
Southern by proxy.
There we go. Good old Glasgow Town said, what's your thoughts on Derek Acora, fake or real?
I wouldn't. I'm not going to diss another medium because
I do think he was stupid following Most Haunted and what he did.
Creed
I do.
Kafer is a prime example.
Mary loves Dick. Mary loves Dick, that one. That's all I'm going to
Creed
say.
Kafer.
I do think he was a bit...
But I'm not going to diss another medium. It's not what I do. I mean, at the end of the day.
I do think that's what ruined his career a little bit because obviously...
But I'll leave that to you to judge.
Obviously, Most Haunted,
Judge.
there's been a lot of press about them and about what they've done and all that. I'm not going to go
Well,
into
you
it.
get Yvette Fielding screaming at her own shadow.
Ah.
Oh.
Someone threw a stone, let's run away.
But it's up to people to realise that themselves. I mean,
Yeah.
we don't put people down for it. We just, I raise an eyebrow and go, yeah, okay, that's not what I would have done, or that's not how I think that should have happened. But
Well, we can all have criticism, but at
course
the end of the day, you know,
It's
none
how
of
you
us,
politely
none of
use
us are perfect. You know.
No, we get things wrong.
What's your name again?
that's George.
Yeah.
What about him? Rudy's been hiding behind Bert for the past 10 years.
Yeah. Sorry.
Nice pseudonym.
Sorry, guys.
I mean, if Britain's Most Haunted has got anything positive about it, it's like, I suppose it's...
It really started it off.
Yeah, it was, yeah.
It was a good vibe in the 90s when it first started.
Mm.
I have to admit. Oh, sorry, early 2000s. It was good. Because you used to watch it and then you go to places you wouldn't know how to see.
And then you had all these. Then you had all these films coming out, like, you know.
The only ones I didn't like were the Paranormal Activity films, because
Yeah.
to me that was just someone
That was
watching
like
a webcam.
an endless,
Well, it was.
endless lot
Yeah.
of dribble. I mean, you know.
So
I did like The Conjuring though.
Conjuring was
Conjuring
brilliant.
about Ed and Lorraine Warren. That was very good. I like that.
Adam's read more what I have.
Adam Warren.
I've read a lot of their stuff. Same as Adam. I've read more and a lot of their stuff.
And the Enfield
It's actually a
Hauntings.
hell of a lot.
And the Enfield Hauntings were quite good. what the what's that one in America? The famous one.
Amityville.
Amityville, yeah.
Amityville, oh, yeah.
That one.
Good old Glasgow Town said, I thought he was a good guy, but not sure if he was real or not, to be honest. To be honest, Glasgow Town, Derek Core was, in his early days, really, really good. I'm not saying or suggesting that he's not, because he has done some pretty good stuff, and it's been spot on. But I think he lost his path and did something very silly when it came to a certain episode in Most Haunted. That's all I'm going to say. I think he got a little bit too far in. And maybe he wanted to make it good for the audience, I don't know, but it was a silly mistake to make, and everyone pulled him up on it.
Like you say, I mean, a lot of them are like showmen, aren't they?
Yeah.
They love the showmanship. And I all right, for television, I can understand that, having their own content in there and, you know, gin it up a bit. But, you know, there is a limit to it, you know. You got to cross that. It's crossing that line, isn't it, between overdoing it and, you know, making it real.
I mean, don't get me wrong, a lot of people do. I mean, there's a lot of American psychics and they do a lot of readings which are really spot on. And obviously you've got British ones as well. That little, I can't remember her name now. Morgan, is it? She's a little tiny blonde woman. She's quite rotund, but
oh yeah, I know. Sally Morgan.
Sally Morgan, that's it.
Yeah.
She's absolutely brilliant.
No,
but she doesn't fluff her words.
See, I didn't think much of Sally. I thought she was a bit of a showman as well.
Yeah,
I
I
mean,
know she was, but a lot of her readings, I mean, a lot of her readings felt natural. It's not like she was falsifying stuff. I think, see, when people start to become famous, they start to get a little bit of an ego. You know that. And when certain people get an ego, it overfloods their talent.
Well, sometimes when you're too eager,
Just look
they
at
won't
Justin
work
Bieber
with
for a
it.
start.
Yeah, I mean, I've come across one or two in our line of work that have been like that.
Yeah, Glasgow Town, I agree with you totally. Yeah, I remember the episode, agree it could have been done for showmanship. I do. I do think it was done for showmanship. It was done, whether it was in good way or bad way, it was just done.
Yeah,
it
but
shouldn't
don't
have been
forget,
done.
it's for television, isn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you've got to draw the crowds in, ain't you? And so there's going to be an element, well, I don't care what anyone says, there's got to be an element of showmanship.
Do you remember the original programme on BBC called Ghostwatch? They done one, I think one episode of it.
No.
And it was just basically in a house, and they had all cameras set up around a house, and they were doing a vigil in a house.
Oh, really? Oh, okay.
It's Sarah Green, wasn't it? She used to host it.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
That was quite insightful, but you can tell there was a lot of falsities with it. I mean, obviously, I wouldn't have been able to tell a year ago, because obviously now we're doing it ourselves live. You get to see stuff that's real. I mean, obviously the abandoned house in Malden, that there's nothing that can do what we did with that. Other places as well. I mean, St Andrew's Church, was it in? We went with, you know who? There was a lot of stuff there. Ashington, that's it. Yeah, that was a good one as well.
Well, I'm psychic mediums, psychic detectives on telly with Tony Stockwell.
Remember that?
Because
I do remember it, yeah.
I know Lorraine, his sister. I'm friendly with Lorraine Stockwell. And I was invited to Tony Stockwell's do one of his. It's pretty good. Colin Fry.
That's the guy I'm thinking of, Colin Fry.
Fry, Tony Stockwell, and another lady used to do the psychic detectives. That was a good series. I like that.
Colin Fry used to be on the what was it? UK Living.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. Then it went to Really.
Yep. Yep.
Well, I don't know what I call a channel Really. Like Really?
Really?
Yeah. But Colin Fry, that was
Really?
a name. I used to like him because he was really authentic, and you can tell by the way that he would portray himself, and I liked him. But you don't see much about of him lately.
Gordon, is it Gordon Scott? He was another great medium, Scottish medium, really good. Is it Gordon Scott? Something like that. But Colin Fry, Tony Stockwell, yeah, he's what, Southend or no, he's Basildon, isn't he?
Jeff, are you drinking at work again? I'm joking. I think I told you last time. He felt a presence at work. He opened up.
Who?
Jeff, where he works. He opened up the thing and he saw a grey figure just run
Well,
across.
that's never good. Is it?
And he said, I felt a presence at work again, proper spooky.
Yeah, it's not good.
Mm.
Well, protect yourself. Put your light out. Protect yourself, because if they're shimmering and look hanging about there,
Yeah, I mean, you know now, Jeff. You've seen that.
keep yourself.
Yeah.
Put your light out. Pray to look to God.
Good old Glasgow town. I will find out for myself if Most Haunted are very genuine when I do the ghost hunt in July with Carl, Stuart, and Most Haunted team.
Oh, brilliant!
Oh well.
Brilliant. Well done. Yeah.
Just
You'll
One-
know yourself then.
one thing, Glasgow town, just keep your wits about you and trust your instincts.
Yeah.
If something is too good to be true and it's telling you that, trust it. Because obviously, if they start going, there's footsteps, I can hear footsteps, and no one else can hear them apart from them, that to me is a big red flag. It's like, well, hang on a minute, I didn't hear anything. So, you know, debunking something's not a bad thing.
No, you're just being, you're just being.
But if you all hear it at the same time and you all look at each other and go, did you hear that? Like the table movement with the glass for that young girl.
Yeah.
I didn't believe it until I actually done it, because I took my hands off it, and everyone for a split second took their hands off it and the glass was still moving. That will forever stay with me to know that that was genuine.
Yeah.
Because it's my table, my glass. I know there was no anything under there to move it.
No, there's nothing.
When was that?
You were sitting there, were you doing the Gloria?
Oh yeah, I remember. Sorry. Yeah.
Actually, Barry Guy was another one.
Who?
Barry Guy presents a TV program.
Never heard that name, but
Yeah, because I went to Hellfire Caves a few years ago. Not long after I started this, and it's a good place to go back to actually. But I managed to wangle myself in with the tour they was doing.
You go, Chris.
I did. I literally did. And we was in the what's it called?
Toilet?
Like the temple, which is the furthest bit down into the cave, and we all heard a voice.
Oh yeah.
We all heard that. It was a voice that we all heard in there.
do you know one thing that I really, really do want to do? Is an abandoned building, it's derelict, and just walk around it.
You've done plenty of them.
No, like the abandoned house,
That's what I mean. You've
but
done
on
that.
a factory or something like that.
Yeah. Well, didn't
Like
we
that
do
question centre. I mean, that I'd like.
Didn't we
to.
do the equestrian centre?
I didn't go.
No.
I wasn't there because I was. We had
No, this was in Kent, wasn't it?
Mm.
I went with
You went with Jay?
I went with Jay and yeah, whatever they're called. Can't remember. Went with Jay's team.
Yeah.
That was interesting.
Cheers.
the pot.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah, that's a good way of doing it, Glasgow town. He said, unless I hear or see it for myself, I won't be saying I did that for the effect.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Trust your instincts. That's all you got to do.
Yeah.
That's
Something
probably about
similar.
50% of the battle, 50% of the
Good,
problem
yeah.
with it. If you trust your instincts,
There you go.
what have you done? You dropped them all on the floor.
No, I dropped the cigarette on the floor. I forgot how much I like Twiglets.
I thought you might have ate your cigarette thinking it was a twiglet. Smoking
Same
one of your
colour.
twiglets.
Actually, yeah, I just thought that. Wrong, yeah. But there's chocolates there if you want. Help yourself. So the cheesy puffs were sitting there and I just couldn't resist. I had to. They've been sat there for an hour.
It's really not to.
Yeah.
They were just nearest. But no, we've got to say one chocolate for Gloria.
The artwork is underway, Jeff said.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
Oh,
That's
yeah,
good, Jeff. Oh, can't wait to see it, mate.
Yeah. There was something, Jeff, that I've got to be careful because obviously it's live. So there was something that Adam asked about the hooded figure, and kind of I'll explain to you when I see you. I'll explain to you when I see you because it'd be easier.
I'll tell you what I did see once. I watched the video. You know, we do the drones and that, some, you know, and one of them had it like a band sheet. Like,
Yeah.
And he was flying into the people and he turned around like, oh,
I seen
Oh,
one
that was
drone.
funny. That was so funny.
It was someone's
Couldn't
dead
believe-
cat.
Yeah.
Who's seen that?
Yeah. They made they stuffed the cat.
What, that's
in-
taxidermist?
It was a
Yeah,
Stuck
like-
the drone inside a cat?
Yeah.
Oh
Like
my
that.
God.
I'm thinking, oh, what was that? It's sad, isn't
Well,
it?
Jeff can do that because he's got squirrels. You can find one as
Flying
big for your
squirrel.
drone and put a squirrel suit on it.
Oh, lovely.
Or a rabbit. Flying here, look.
I'd rather have the banshee thing stuck on it and like a bit alien, like
Yeah.
ghosty thing floating along at night. And there's people behind people. And ooh, woo. That'd be funny.
Hmm.
But yeah, I'm gonna have your cars done, mate. I'm gonna go for it. After this song, I'll have your cars done.
Yeah.
Come on, mate.
Ooh, squirrel drone, Jeff said.
Squirrel drone. Yeah. Oh no.
You've got a Maverick 2, haven't you? Or was it a Mini Maverick Mini 2?
No. I've only got the Mini 2.
You got a Mini 2, have you?
No, I've got
He's got a
Mavic Air.
Big
Maverick,
one.
yeah.
Mavic Air too.
Yeah. You've got the Mini one. I'm
You've
sure
got the
Jeff
bigger
could
one.
make a little uniform for your little drone.
I'm sure we
A
could.
squirrel flying like that. With his bushy tail at the back.
I don't think the animal rights people would like that though.
No, they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
but everyone will think, is that a flying squirrel?
It's all right.
Oh,
Yeah, it's just hovering.
get a badger. He's got a big one. I mean, like those DJI drones, the big ones, the
Mavic 2.
The Pro-
yeah.
the Pro-
sorry, the Mavic. You got Mavic.
One's your Mavic Air.
Mavic Air.
Pro
Air
2,
2,
the
innit?
big
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah, it's
Like the
the
one,
Air 2.
I mean, one I would pay for Jeff. I mean, you could put a badger on that one and it'd be like, they're flying around and everyone think, is that a flying badger?
Can you imagine, mate? You could put stuff on it and make it look like something else. You know?
Good old Glasgow Town said, will you be doing any investigations in Scotland anytime? We'd love to join you guys. It's not off the cards.
No.
We would love to get on the train.
There's
Yeah.
logistics.
And there's the logistics getting all together. We'd love to get on the train and spend a weekend up there and find some old buildings, ruins, churches, and do it. We would.
But if you're ever down this neck of the woods, we'll always accommodate.
Yeah, absolutely. Yes, at the moment, I'm trying to. So far, it's been unsuccessful, but I'm trying to link up with anyone in the States, and any guys that do what we do in the States, and take a trip out to there.
Yeah, that'd be
But
fantastic.
that's I'm trying to get that sorted at the moment. I've hit a stone wall with a couple of tubers. I've emailed them and I've had no responses.
Not
so-
yet.
No, there's a few others I want to try.
But what you could do for your other channel, you could do like a mini series road trip.
Mm.
A few sites, specialist sites you can go around with bikes and all that, reviewing bikes and motors in America when you go over there, and like in an RV.
Mm.
Just an hour long episode once a week.
Yeah. So I mean what was crossing my mind today and sort of yesterday is could still go out to the States and not link up with a tuber and do some filming, but things are a bit more dangerous in the States.
Yeah, they carry guns for a start.
Yeah, they carry shit like that. So
Most of them are overweight and carry guns, which is a very dangerous thing.
Mm.
Because if you mention anything about weight, and obviously our terminology is different to theirs, and we've
Yeah.
got some words they don't like.
Mm.
I mean, you just got to go to Top Gear and Hillary Clinton for president sort of thing,
yeah.
And man love rules. Yeah.
So that's a lot of say a lot. So half the reason I want to link up with a tuber out there is so they can, you go with them because they know the areas.
Well, if they come over here,
Yeah.
link
Karen-
up with them.
Karen Roach just said, "Do you ever get any animal spirits come through when you do your quest?" Well, we did go to that forest once, didn't we? And all these squirrels kept running up to us, ghost spirit squirrels, and kept saying to us, "Who's Jeff here? Who's Jeff here? Who's Jeff here?"
Yeah.
But no, I'm joking. That's a joke, by the way. But have you had any spirits come through in animal form, or animals come through any? I don't recall any we've had.
No, nothing when we've done well.
Not in any jobs I've been with these guys. Not really.
I mean, the only animal I've seen has been a vision of a lion when I've done my own, when I've had time to meditate.
Yeah.
I've had a lion appear to me a couple of times.
That could be the synchronicity, the perception of strength and being brave and not being powerful, but just the bravery of a lion.
Yeah.
So maybe that's manifesting to you. Your bravery is.
It's like that
I know.
film. It's like
Unless there's a honey badger around.
It's like
Yeah.
that film, The Serpent and the Rainbow, when that guy, Bill Pullman, I think was the
Yes.
actor. He has that spirit guide of that animal, doesn't he? And
Yes, yeah.
leads him out of the road to the road, from the jungle to the road.
Mm.
Yeah,
I watched that film.
Spirit and the Rainbow,
Yeah.
very good. Yeah.
Good old Glasgow Town said, I would pick yous up at the train station and take you where you want to go.
Yeah.
I've seen Train Spotting, Glasgow.
Yeah, I've seen that.
I know what happened.
Something about my accent. It's a great outdoors.
Because you'll leave us at one of those train stations where one of the hour would be one train an hour or one train a week. I'm only joking.
It was just that scene from Train Spotting just went straight in my head.
Yeah, exactly. That's what went in my head. As soon as you said that, I just thought Train Spotting.
And Ewan McGregor goes off on a rant.
Choose life. Choose your big screen TV.
Oh, do you ever see the second one? Train
Yeah.
Spotting 2?
That was very, very. I wouldn't say it was good, but it was a bit off the original chart, if you know what I mean. Where the original one had that bit of glory in it, with obviously played Bigsby. What's his name?
Begbie.
Begbie. What's it? Carlisle. Carlisle.
Robbie Carlyle.
Robert Carlisle.
Yeah.
I mean, he's brilliant,
Mm.
but he was a bit too hardcore in the second one. I thought he was too much.
I've been in prison for 10 years, can't tend to do that. I suppose.
Yeah, I suppose. Yeah, yeah.
But I thought Ewan Bremner was standout in that film.
Yeah.
In the second one, I think he should take up.
It's got. This message is up for review. Good old Glasgow Town. I've got to be careful of this. It's you know what I'm going to say. I'm going to miss that one word. It's being Scottish.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah. It says show or hide. What do I do? Show or hide?
Yeah.
I'll show it. There you go.
And I can remember the
It's
next
shy
time.
being Scottish. I can say that.
With the lowest of the law.
Yeah.
Sorry, talk about the accent.
Very bad accent.
Can't even find a decent race to be populated by.
Jeff, it's not next week. Jeff, we do it once a month. Jeff put, can I be your guest next week? Reiki and healing.
Oh, that's whoa. You're pushing the boat out there, Jeff.
Mm.
Yeah.
Go for
Yeah,
it.
when we do our next one, which would be about a month from today. So
Roughly about 20th of April, I suppose.
yeah, around that time.
Because we're only doing once a month. We have to start up the round table as well on a Wednesday, haven't we?
Yeah, we've got this round table business. What's happening with that? Do you know? Or have you not got that far yet? Oh,
Not got that far.
That's with a new channel now, isn't it? We're going to promote that
what,
with a new channel.
Southend
PowerQuest.
Paraquest. With the new logo.
I think
and the
everyone
new
has now gathered the name because we've said it a few times tonight.
Yeah.
now.
Southend Paraquest.
Mm.
Jeff said, "Would I fit on the sofa?" No, but you can sit on the Hoover over there if you want.
Yeah. Well, if Gloria's here, sit on that.
Yeah, you can sit on Gloria's lap. Shit like that. Because you wouldn't know who's talking. You or her.
I can picture.
Can't
Yeah,
swear.
the words just went straight from my head.
I
There.
can't swear there. I was just
Yeah.
like, I can't
I think
swear.
the term ventriloquist doll springs to mind. But I wouldn't like to know where Gloria's going to put her right hand.
Yes. Yeah, that'd be very interesting, wouldn't it?
Mm.
Talk about the first thing that pops up. Jeez.
It's Gloria's head.
Yeah, Gloria. Woohoo! Will I fit? Yeah, will I fit on the sofa?
Just about. We've got
Yeah,
more
I'll
options.
just move over there, migrate over there somewhere.
Then we can put the
We,
camera over
we can
here.
have, yeah, we can have Gloria and Jeff sitting next to each other.
Oh yeah, that'll be.
Oh, yeah.
that'd be great.
I think
Chalk
that'd
and
be.
cheese.
Spot the real northerner.
Yeah.
Spot the northerner.
Spot the real one.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Would a real northern person please stand up?
I'll be fit, so I'll be crying.
You're going to have to put a explicit advisory if we do that. With Gloria and-
Mind the language.
Yeah.
You're going to have to put an advisory
The
on the
language
actual
is very
saying,
good.
please,
Yeah.
18 and over, because of explicit
Oh,
language. So
explicit
you
language.
will have to put that on.
Yeah.
Because obviously you know what Gloria's like.
Oh,
and
God,
those two get going.
God, she just kills me, mate. I tell you, she's so funny.
Glasgow Town, it's time for my bed, guys. It's been good talking to you, so take care. God bless.
Yeah, God bless you, mate.
Yeah,
Thank you
love
very
it.
much.
See ya.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining.
Yes. What's the time?
It's time in you.
20 to 11.
Yeah, we'll wrap up in about 5-10 minutes, I think.
Yeah. If anyone's got any questions for Rudy or Adam, or you want to read in, just pop up and say.
I keep looking at my new bit of kit over there.
Yeah, I'll put it over there.
Yeah.
Because you left it here last time, but
What, your thermal
Me
ding dong?
yeah, I'll pass it over to you. Yeah.
Thermal ding dong?
My thermal ding dong.
Because what I'm
Yeah.
gonna, that laptop, next time we do lives, I can have it on here because I can type properly instead of using my phone.
Don't
Yeah.
forget to bring that out here next time.
Yes, no. Yeah, I bought a thermal camera. I'd actually forgotten about it.
I thought it was a Space Invader thing.
It does look like that, doesn't it? It does look like, yeah.
Asteroids or something, yeah.
Jeff Ho said, "Can I have a spiritual reading, please,
Oh, here we go.
with your Viking card, your finger card?"
He's not bad for 20 quid, Jeff.
Right. Let's get the cards out.
Right, I'm going to move this down a bit so you can see. Obviously, this won't fall out. There we go. Yeah, there we go, Jeff.
Come on, yeah.
Oh, Jeff.
Let's go. Right.
Let's use the box of sweets. Because I know the kids are going to see that. And go,
Oh, it's taking my sweets away.
oh, there you go.
No.
Go on, down it, down it.
I'm joking.
And the Pringles, looking right down the Pringle too.
My hands all fingers and thumbs so much.
Ooh,
Right.
some cards dropping out there.
That one.
I'm not playing poker with you, mate. So.
Have you seen my poker face?
Yeah.
No.
Right, come on. Yeah, that one.
Trying to get a good angle of the cards.
The cards are on the table.
Yeah, I know. But the light's shining over it. So
Oh.
I'm trying to get a
Can I
good.
turn this one? Oh, no, you can't. Really.
Right,
I'll try and zoom in on as you turn them over. Adam.
okay. Right, so I'm going to turn this on first.
Here we go. Ooh.
So we have Amron, the known unknown. Oh, there's an interesting card. I will have to, I'll look these up for further explanations in here. The known unknown.
Do you want to show that up? A card, lift the card up so you can see it. See that card? That's the one. There we go.
So this is an interesting card because I've never pulled that one before. No, just the known unknown. So it's like you've got a. It's like you've got a hankering to learn something more. So you kind of know what you want to look at, but you don't know where you want to look for it. That's what's kind of. Yeah, it's like you want a better knowledge of something, but you don't know where to look for it. If that's making sense. And what I'm thinking is you probably need to look a bit, possibly have a look a bit harder, put a bit more energy into where you want to look to find the knowledge, and it will reveal yourself. But presently, you don't know where you need to look for it for.
He said my artwork.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's like you want to learn more, but you don't quite know how to go about it. So I would say, if you can devote some more energy into that, and you should get an answer out of it. As I say, I'll go to the book for a more.
I got the impression that he's looking for a certain route with his artwork, like to go down.
He doesn't. Yeah, it's like he doesn't know where to.
Doesn't know which route to take for his artwork or a specific topic that he wants to to go to. But I mean, obviously, you know,
Shouldn't that be an instinctual?
yeah,
Yeah, should be
Yeah.
an instinct.
So
Whatever.
I would say yeah.
direction is
Yeah.
the problem.
Yeah. So put some more energy into that, and whatever different
That's what I'm
forms or forms of art or styles, and something will present itself. But at present, you're not
said
quite sure.
You said that's bang on.
Okay.
It's like you're going to one thing and you think, no, that's not quite right. Not gonna do that. I'll try this avenue, and you know, it's getting the gel together really, and knowing which direction we're gonna go.
Yeah. Right. So next one we've got is Dag. Dag,
You want to show that card?
There.
which is that one.
Yep.
Okay. So and that is so. Oh, that's interesting because that's actually saying clarify a novelty. So that is like following on.
Connected.
You will. It will become clear once you'll go, that's it. That's
what I
the
wanna do,
thing.
yeah.
Yeah. But the novelty thing is suggesting it's a form that you've not previously considered. It'll be like a new thing.
Yeah,
that's why you don't know.
That's what
Because
I was linking in with a
Yeah.
new direction that he's not tried before.
Yeah.
Yes, that's what I was getting.
But it will, you know, it could be like using your art to do, say, a cartoon book, you know, or graphic novel sort of thing. You know, it's something that will be right up your street, but you've not considered.
It's an extra string to your bow, mate.
Yeah, but yeah, there might be some sort of novelty value to it. But yeah, once you know, it'll be boom. That's the thing.
And he's really good at it as well.
So the third one is this one.
Card,
And
was that on the bottom of it?
that is nice. It's a nice card. Nerthus or Nertus, which is peace and counsel. Which I've again this sort of follows on from these two. It's you'll get a sort of a clear head, which is like a peace.
What you just said there. He's put at the moment. I'm doubting my artwork is good enough.
And you're getting I'm picking up an influence from a female point of view as well. A female influence. So it's going to push you as well.
Yeah, I would say peace and counsel. Now the counsel may be you could probably do with some clarification from someone in the art world who is going to say to you, yes, Jeff, you are good enough. We know you are.
We
You know, we see what you can do. You're really talented.
Definitely
But
good, Jeff.
I would say what you've done is probably show people that are in the art world.
And I think you'll get a clarification from a female source that says, yeah, your work is really, really good.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to inspire you.
Yeah, I think you just want that counsel and that clarification from someone who's experienced within the art world, and that will give you your pace, I think.
Yeah.
Because you can say, because self-doubt is one of everyone's biggest failures. I've had it, Paul, Rudy.
That's a spot on reading, that was.
Yeah.
What?
So I said it was a spot on reading.
Well, I'm as he's talking about it, I'm linking in and I'm picking it up.
Yeah.
It's like, oh,
So I'm just going to have
it's not my doing. It's your fault. Your fault.
I know. Right, so this is the fun bit because these come. The cards in this pack represent all the characters, if you will, from the Norse world, the Norse realms, and there's 9 realms. So for this one, we've got a little picture at the bottom.
Yeah.
That will represent the realm.
Move it up a bit.
Yeah. So that there's a little picture at the bottom there, which will represent the realm.
Yeah.
And that'll be one character from there. So if I pick that one first,
Let's zoom back.
that looks like a twin. If we go into this book, this is where it is. Find it. See, that's the one. That's their drawing of the Yggdrasil tree. but you've got all the 9 realms from Midgard to Asgard, Niflheim, Muspelheim, Helheim, all the rest of them.
Karen just said, sorry, Jeff just said, Karen says it's good. Could she be the female?
Sorry?
Karen, Jeff just said, Karen says it's good. Could she be the female?
Yeah, I think Karen will be the voice of reason.
Possibly, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Karen's
you
the
know,
voice of reason.
but it's a female influence that's gonna push him and it's gonna boost him, and yeah, it could be you, it could be someone in the art world, could be many.
Could be Gloria. She's artistic.
Yeah. Oh dear, oh dear.
So this one is from the world of dark elves, which is Svartalfheimr. Svartalfheimr.
Careful.
And it's below Midgard, which is, so it's a realm below Midgard, which is Earth. And it's the Seeker's past influence, the subconscious. So again, that's playing into the subconscious side of it.
Well, since they're your cards,
Yeah.
you'll have your own kind of meaning for them.
Yeah.
You know, you'll get that, and you'll feel your own meaning. That's what I'm getting.
Yeah.
You know.
I've just realised something. Why, Jeff? We couldn't see the messages. Jeff, just a quick question. Are you subscribed to Adam's channel? Because that might be the reason why you're not showing up, and I had to show things because all the ones that are subscribed are showing their message come first.
Right. Right. So. Svartalfheimr. Well, that's 147.
Yes, he is. That's all right.
Okay, that's good.
Brilliant.
Yeah, because he sees my shaky vlogs when I'm doing from my phone.
Yeah.
Right. So Amran, she's actually the first character, or the first person within that realm. And it says Amran is a dark elf, knowledgeable in the dark elf runes, also known as the moon runes. Amran may have had a cult following in Sweden and has been an entity mostly of folklore. Moon runes are illegible to most. A system of writing runes. So that's again they're sort of playing in it because it's illegible to. That's why it's an unknown to most, and a system of writing runes similar to the Fubark alphabet, but written in such a way that they could only be read by the light of the moon. It is a secretive writing meant to stay hidden and meant for hidden messages. Some could be read by any moonlight, but it was possible to make the writing even more stealthily, only to be read on the same day of the year, according to the moon calendar as when they were written. So the same exact moon, waxing or waning. Now the waxing moon is the build up to the full moon, and the waning is what comes after the full moon. Full or new, as they originally written under. If Amran shows up in the spread, it indicates something of significance hidden from the seeker. The seeker is advised to know that there is something hidden from them, either by someone else or something that they once knew but have forgotten and is now of some significance.
So what you're saying, it could be a hidden talent that he's
Yeah.
got there.
See, that might be the unknown, might be a link to your past.
A hidden talent
Yeah.
to your artwork.
Yeah.
What you don't, what you haven't discovered yet, but you will discover it in the reading.
Right. So then we've got.
Jeff just put, could my love of art be in some way connected to my Viking past life or heritage?
That's extremely possible. That's a route you could well go down, actually. Right, so Dag is actually from Midgard, which is a higher world to the Dark Elves. Midgard, which is 105. Right, so Midgard. The first character in Midgard is actually Heimdall. And then Ask, which is the Norse version of Adam. The first human male. Where are we? Dag. Signing. Dag, there we go. Dagger is either the son of Not, which is night, or Nerthus by the god Dellinger. He is the day personified. So we've had night and we've had day. Because that was by moonlight.
Yin and yang.
Yeah. A god of he is the day personified, a god of Asgardia. He represents light, activity, and clarity. He has a bright maned horse called Skinfaxi, and he rides around the sky every 24 hours with Skinfaxi's mane, lighting up the sky according to Odin. The significance of Dagger in the spread is that of new dawn, light, clarity, and positive energy for activities. He brings a new day with new possibilities and new ideas.
Yeah, this is it.
Mm.
Yeah.
And
new thing coming in for you.
Yeah.
Artwork.
But it's something you couldn't link into, which is what goes back to this. So, what you need to link into is what something to do with your past, whether it's through a past life as a Viking. That could well be it. He brings a new day with new possibilities, new ideas, and has the ability to renew any situation and reset the seeker's question to a clearer and more manageable form, which again links to that, because that's an unknown. That will give your clarity.
If delving into the unknown, you mean?
Yeah, but this one will be saying what you didn't know there will become
clear.
Yeah, and you can manage
then
it.
You'll know what you want.
Yeah. If he's accompanied by any of his family members, his qualities are reinforced.
Yeah.
Right, so that's Dag, and then we got Nertus.
They're all good cards, though, aren't they?
Yeah. Right, what's that one? Which is Niflheim, which is the world of. This one comes from the world of ice. North, up, and left, the seeker's instinctive thinking, the subconscious. Mm. Yeah, so again, that's like saying it's almost by instinct that you'll find it.
Yeah,
85.
You will realise what he wants.
Right, so we've got 85. Yeah. The world of ice. Nertus, here we go. Nertus is a goddess and giantess, closely associated with the earth. Nertus and Jord, earth, might be one and the same. She is a goddess of absolute peace and cannot stand the presence of any weapons or indicators of conflict in her path. 2 white cows draw her chariot on her travels, and all weapons must be completely concealed before her arrival. Note that the giant cow, I love Norse words. Ahumla. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Which
saying that when you drop. Oh,
yeah, which nursed Ymir.
We do regularly.
Yeah, which nursed Ymir in the abyss was also white. Nerthus was worshipped and had a cult following among Germanic tribes. She is a goddess to call upon during conflict and does not stand in judgment, but has a way of allowing conflict to solve itself or dissolve it merely with her presence. Some conflict can be left alone to dissolve and doesn't need to be scrutinised or solved with effort. The presence of Nerthus in the spread acts as such a dissolver. Although normally looked upon as a goddess, she is genderless, neither male nor female or both. If Nerthus and Fornia show up in relation to a question or conflict, they tell the seeker to not take action in the conflict to allow time to solve it. So that's Nerthus. Yeah, so that's basically. Yeah, they were saying that will basically once you've sussed it, it will dissolve, and you'll be clear then. That's your path. So, yeah, there we go. I love this because the readings they give out are very different to tarot.
Yeah. Well, it's based on Nordic law now, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, but the divination cards are not tarots.
It makes sense, thank you.
They're not tarot.
No problem. Well, they're not. Well, I would say they're not tarot because they're called divination cards. So the readings I get out of these are very different to what tarot gives.
I want to say something funny, but I can't.
Well, you have to wait till afterwards.
Yeah, I want to say something funny. It's not.
I've got to say.
It's nothing bad. It's actually quite comical for me. So.
Right. So yeah. There we go. Right, and we are at 11 o'clock.
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, we are at 11 o'clock. Right. And got any other questions or anything else from anybody? Cheers. It's gone under there.
Yeah, if anyone's got any more questions for Adam or Rudy, please say now, forever hold your silence. Yeah, will do, Jeff.
No burgers.
Anything?
To use the men's
Nothing.
room.
Any more people want to ask Rudy or Adam a question?
Excuse me. I'm going to use the men's
Or
room.
myself?
Yeah, or Paul.
Or me, I'm here. No, night, Karen. Love and light to you.
Right,
Yeah,
Karen.
night, Karen. Love and light.
Right, Jeff.
God bless. All right, so
And you, Jeff. Love and light to you, mate. See you
yeah, I
later.
think we're going to cut because he's taking the mic with him.
Yeah, we better quickly turn
Yeah.
this off because
All right, we're going to say goodbye because Rudy's just got to the toilet and he's taking the mic with him. So yeah, we're going to wish you love and light and God bless you all. Yeah, we'll let you know in due course of when the channel will be changed and a new content. Thanks again. Bye bye.